Welcome back to another episode of North of the Lake Weekly Sports Talk with your boy Money Mun, man. This is episode 17, y'all. Like I said, we've been going strong for over 4 months now, man. So I appreciate all the continued support, man. Like I said, we're gonna get into some hot topics today, man. Did y'all see them Cowboys? Man, that's the freshest thing on my mind right now, man. Is them Cowboys, man. The Cowboys did exactly what I thought they would do, right? The Cowboys did exactly what I thought they would do, and they was the Cowgirls today, man. It's like the Cowboys can play good all season long into the playoffs, man. Like Dak Prescott looked like an MVP candidate until the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's always something with them Cowgirls, man. I don't know what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat, man. I am back in studio. Welcome in all my people on Instagram. Let me know if y'all can hear me on Instagram. I'm back in studio. So I should be able to see y'all comments a little better on Instagram, man. But we got some topics. We got some hot topics. But today, man, first of all, I want to shout out Coach David Maryland. He was with U-High last year. Coach David Maryland is a regular contributor to North of the Lake with your boy Money Mun. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to Coach Maryland. Coach Maryland did get the job at Live Oak for the offensive coordinator position, man. So shout out to Coach Maryland, man. Let's give Coach Maryland his flowers. Live Oak hires Coach Maryland as the next offensive coordinator. Coach Maryland is a regular contributor to the show, man. Regular on the show of North of the Lake, man. Let's give it up for Coach Maryland. Live Oak High School, right outside, right in Watson, Louisiana, right outside of Denham Springs. Live Oak hires Coach Maryland as the next offensive coordinator, man. So let's give love to Coach Maryland. Like I said, Coach Maryland is on the show every week, man. At least every week that he can be a member, man. So let's show love for Coach Maryland, man. Brilliant football mind. Very, very good person, man. Me and Coach Maryland is close cousins, man. Like I said, so shout out to my family, Coach Maryland. I did want to start the show by giving him his flowers and appreciation for Coach Maryland, man. He is a regular guest, a regular contributor on the show. I won't even call him a guest anymore. He just part of North of the Lake with your boy Money Mun. So, man, let's give our flowers to Coach Maryland, man. Regular contributor to North of the Lake with your boy Money Mun. Live Oak High School hires Coach Maryland as their next offensive coordinator, man. So shout out to Live Oak, shout out to Coach Maryland, man. I did want to open the show by giving our boy his flowers, man. Shout out to him. Hopefully Coach Maryland will join us a little later, man. So shout out to Coach Maryland and shout out to Live Oak High School, man. So like I said, y'all, this is another episode, man. Y'all, hey, this episode, listen, bro. I want y'all to really hit them comments. I'm back in studio for the first time in a couple weeks, man. Like I said, y'all know I'm a truck driver. Y'all know I be out there on that road, man. So shout out to all my truck drivers out there. Shout out to all my regular guests, man. Like I said, man, make sure y'all show me love on YouTube. Man. We are streaming on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, formerly known as Twitter, and also for the first couple times on Instagram. This is maybe my third or fourth time going live on Instagram. So shout out to everybody that's on Instagram right now. But make sure y'all like, share, subscribe on YouTube, man. That's where the money at. That's NOTL Mun on YouTube, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. That's the best way of watching this platform is on YouTube. I get the comments a lot quicker, man. So, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about football this week, man. I saw the LSU girls lost to Auburn, man. We have a Louisiana native, Jemiah Young, who played pretty good in that game. Today, I caught a little bit of LSU girls today, man. I haven't talked basketball a lot on the platform, man, but shout out to Jemiah Young. If I'm pronouncing her name right, man, I think she's out of Bogalusa, man. But shout out to everybody that watches the platform every week, man. All the information is at the bottom. I don't have any scores at the bottom this week. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep Louisiana in the loop, but everything is at the bottom of the screen, how y'all can support the platform, man. But look, we're going to get into some hot topics. We're going to get into some hot topics, man. Coach Saban is finally out. He's finally retired from Alabama. He's retired from football, man. It was the happiest day of my life. Y'all know, if y'all follow me on Facebook, y'all already know how I feel about Coach Saban, man. You know, lifelong LSU fan here, bro. I'm a lifelong LSU fan, and I feel like Coach Saban has kept LSU from winning multiple championships, man. I truly feel that way. You know, 2011, you know what happened. We beat Alabama 9-6 in the game of the century. And then we had the worst luck ever, and we got Alabama in the championship game. And you know what happened then? Bama shut us out 21-0. LSU's offense couldn't cross the 50-yard line the whole night, man. So that's one championship cost Coach Saban cost us. You know what I'm saying? I would even say Odell and Leonard Fournette years, we could have won a championship had it not been for Nick Saban and Alabama, man. So, man, let's, but, we're going to give credit where credit due. Coach Saban is a legendary coach, you know what I'm saying? Has won 7 championships, 6 at Alabama, 1 at LSU, man, back in 2003 when I became an LSU Tiger fan, man. And then, see, the reason why I won't say dislike. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say dislike. The reason why I dislike Coach Saban, bro, because I was maybe like a 12-year-old kid when he left LSU for the Miami Dolphins, right? But thinking, okay, he moved on to the NFL. But guess what he do? He don't have success in the NFL. Then he comes back to college football. He don't go to Oregon. He don't go to Ohio State. He didn't go to somewhere outside of the SEC. He came right in our backyard and went back to Alabama. So I would never be that fond of Nick Saban. Don't get me wrong. I understand his greatness. I understand everything he means to college football, man. But hey, look, I'm so happy as an LSU fan that Coach Saban is finally out of here, baby. We're gonna celebrate. We gonna celebrate tonight, man. Coach Saban is finally out of here, man. We ain't gotta deal with Coach Saban no more, man. I'm so happy. So who gonna stop us? Who gonna stop us? You gotta think. The last 20 years, LSU is the only team that can even say that they compare to Alabama when it comes to championships. LSU has won the championship in 2003. They won a championship in 2007, and they won a championship in 2019 with the greatest quarterback that ever played college football, Joe Burrow, the greatest team that ever played college football, that 2019 LSU team that we all know what they done. Went undefeated, won a national championship, man. So I'm the happiest man ever, bro. I've been praying for this day. I've been praying for the day that Coach Saban get up out of here, bro. I'm not talking about life or death. I'm talking about just retiring. I would never wish death on him, man. I'm just saying I'm glad that he retired, man. Yes, he has a Hall of Fame career. Yes, he's the greatest ever. Yes, he's the GOAT. But as an LSU fan, I'm glad he up out of here, bro. I wanted to start the show by saying that today. I am glad that Coach Saban is out of here, bro. So the rest of the SEC can kind of take a deep breath. So all we got to worry about is Georgia now. And I think on LSU's best day, I think we could beat Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to everybody that's in the live right now. Shout out to everybody that's on Instagram right now. Shout out to everybody that's on YouTube. Everybody that's on X, formerly known as Twitter, and also Facebook, man. So shout out to y'all, man, if y'all watching this live right now. But we're going to get into some things, not only Coach Saban, but Bill Belichick. The Patriots finally move on from Bill Belichick. We're going to talk about that. Mahomes and the Chiefs was too much for the Dolphins, man. Out there in that negative 20-degree weather, the Dolphins like they still was on the beach in Miami or something, bro. I don't know. But they didn't come prepared for that game. You know what I'm saying? The young hotshot coach didn't come prepared for that game. He wasn't dialing them plays up like he used to do out there in that cold. I guess that cold weather did something to him. I don't know. But, and also in other news, LSU hires former Tiger Bo Davis as the defensive line coach. We're going to get into that. Jared Goff looks for revenge against the Rams. That game is playing. I think that game is on now, if I'm not mistaken. And also, them Dallas Cowboys, man. Did y'all see that Cowboys game, bro? I mean, that was ridiculous, bro. Honest to God, that was ridiculous. The Cowboys, man, just, they always let their fans down. I was not fooled by the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I knew the Cowboys would be the Cowboys. And my bet was that the Packers was going to find a way to win this game. I hate to say it, but I just knew that the Packers had the better quarterback. And that's no disrespect to Dak Prescott. He had an impressive year this year, but I think Jordan Love flew under the radar this year, man. I've been watching Jordan Love. I seen him play against the Saints early in the season, and he was legit, man. Jordan Love has been legit all season, bro. So I think he kind of flew under the radar, man. So shout out to Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, man. And we also want to talk about, is Dak Prescott good enough to win a Super Bowl? It's like he can put together these great regular seasons, but it's never enough to kind of push them over the edge. They lose in the first round of the playoffs, man, after winning their division. So, man, that's kind of weird that how the Dallas Cowboys play it, man. We're gonna get into Jordan Love. Is Jordan Love elite? We're gonna talk about that as well, man. We're gonna talk about that as well, man. But let's get some love back to Coach Maryland, man. Shout out to Coach Maryland, former passing game coordinator at U High, but he takes the job at Live Oak. Shout out to Coach Maryland. Coach David Maryland is the new offensive coordinator at Live Oak High School. He is a regular contributor to the show, family of the show. Close cousins to me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousin, Coach Maryland, man. He deserved this opportunity. Great football mind, very insightful, great dude. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him, man. Shout out to Coach Maryland. We're gonna stop and give some recognition to Coach Maryland and everything he has done in the state of Louisiana as far as coaching goes, man. So shout out to Coach Maryland and his new adventure that he gets ready to tackle out there at Live Oak High School, man. So shout out to our regular contributor, Coach Maryland, man. So, man, how was y'all week, man? Let me know in the chat, man. Let me try to go to the chat on Facebook, and make sure I'm not missing anybody. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get the it takes me a little while sometime to get the comments here on Facebook, man. But y'all bear with me, man. Y'all send those comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think. Hit them comments up, man. Hit them comments. I'm gonna give y'all some time to roll up in here, man. But we got a lot to talk about. Man. I know y'all seen them Dallas Cowboys. Man. LSU continues to impress, man. LSU got another receiver out of the transfer portal, man. So shout out to the LSU Tigers, man. They also hired Bo Davis as the defensive line coach at LSU. Former LSU Tiger Bo Davis is now at LSU, bro. So let's talk about it, man. Is LSU doing enough, man? So that's an interesting topic, man. That's a very interesting topic. It looks like everything's coming together for LSU, especially since Nick Saban has retired, bro. So let me know what y'all think about Coach Saban, man. Hit the chat up right now. Let me know what y'all think about Coach Saban leaving, man. I'm ecstatic. I know y'all seen some of my posts on Facebook and on Twitter as well, man. But I'm right now. Look, I'm really excited about Coach Saban leaving and retiring, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Miss Harris in the chat right now. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Right, let me click over to Instagram and see what's going on Instagram, man. Let's see what's going on Instagram. I see Coach Fleet up in here. I see my boy Scott up in here, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Instagram right now. This is my first time really being able to view everybody that's on Instagram because I am back live in studio, man. Let me know how y'all week was. Let me know what y'all think about what this week's sports. I see LSU girls did lose today against Auburn. Like I said, LSU continues to kill it in recruiting, bro. They continue to kill it in recruiting, bro. So shout out to the LSU Tigers, man. And like I said, Bill Belichick. What y'all think about Bill Belichick? Bill Belichick, the Patriots did move on from Bill Belichick, and they hired Gerard Mayo as the next head coach of the New England Patriots. So, we can get on, we can get into that as well, man. Let me know what y'all think about Gerard Mayo and Bill Belichick. What's next for Bill Belichick? Like I said, I know y'all watched that game last night. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs was too much for the Dolphins, man. That weather was crazy out there. It was crazy, bro. I mean, that negative 20 degrees. Let me tell y'all, bro. I'm a truck driver, right? Y'all know I'm a truck driver. I've been to all 48 states, bro. And I've been to that Kansas City area. It's very cold. The wind is horrible. I mean, that wind come through there, bro, and it ain't nothing nice, man. So I know what they're going through. I've been to Chicago at negative 20 degree weather. It feel like when you step outside in that negative 20 degree weather, it feel like you breathing in ice and just go down your lungs, man. So that's some dangerous weather out there. They need to stop that. They need to get some indoor stadiums out there in that cold, man. Let's cut it out. Let's cut it out, man. Shout out to Coach Fleet. But the comment, he still would be involved in coaching and decision makings at Alabama. Well, look, Coach Fleet, I didn't want to hear that. You sent me that on Instagram, and I did not want to hear that. But this is the thing, though, Coach Fleet. He can be involved all he want to be at Alabama, but he's not the coach. He's not going to bring 5-star players at the same clip he did when he was a head coach. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna bring in them players at the same clip that he was when he was a head coach. They got Dubar there at Alabama now, and he gonna have to show that he can still recruit and make Alabama still be Alabama like they was under Coach Saban. And I don't think nobody can replicate what Coach Saban has done at Alabama, man. I don't care who they bring. They could bring Jesus Christ up in there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I might took that a little too far. You know, Jesus might. Jesus is a miracle worker, so you know what I'm saying. So Jesus probably can get it done, but I don't think DeBoer can get it done at Alabama, man. You know, at Washington, you know, he had a lot of transfers. You know what I'm saying? But you seen what happened in that national title game. You know, he was outcoached by Jim Harbaugh. So you know, we'll see, coach. We'll see. But man, I did hear he is going to still have an office in Alabama. He's still going to have some decision making in Alabama. But how effective can he be at Bama? As you know what I'm saying, how effective can he be at Alabama as a head coach? You know, that's all cool and fine on the West Coast, but you in the South, you got to compete with Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, all these schools for this talent. So let's see what DeBoer know. I don't think DeBoer know enough, to be honest with you. I don't think DeBoer knows enough about the South to be effective, man. Let me know what y'all think in the chat, man. I just don't think you know, I don't think he can do the same things that that Nick Saban did at Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know, Coach Fleet. I don't think nobody can repeat and mimic the type of success that that Coach Saban did at Alabama, man. I'm adding this topic right now. Kalen DeBoer is the next coach at Alabama, man. You know, and I don't know. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat about Caden DeBoer taking over for Nick Saban, man. Let me know what y'all think in the chat, man. Coach Fleet said he still be involved in this in coaching and decision making in Alabama, man. That ain't gonna be enough. Because you know, even with Coach Saban being the head coach of Alabama, the last 2 or 3 years, Alabama has not been as competitive. They snuck their way into the college football playoff this year. You know what I'm saying? And you can argue that they didn't even belong in the college football playoff. I made the argument that Georgia had played better this season than what Alabama had. So so I'm still out on that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm still out on DeBoer and Saban still having a role, man. You know, I love to see what happens with that, Coach Fleet, to be honest with you, bro. Y'all send me some more comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. We're gonna get into things here in a minute. I'm trying to let y'all come in the chat. Let me know what y'all think, and we're gonna move. We're gonna keep going from there, man. We're gonna keep going from there, man. But shout out to everybody that's in the live right now. I'm streaming on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, now known as X, and on Instagram. Man, let me check the Instagram, see who all in the chat right now. Let's see who all up in here right now. Man, shout out to everybody that's on Instagram right now, man. I'm streaming on Instagram for only, this is my 4th or 5th week streaming on Instagram. So, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about the show, what improvements I can make. If y'all want to come in here and debate me live, I can send you the link. So send me a comment, send me a DM. You can call my phone number, whatever you get. My phone number is very public out there. So y'all can hit me up on my phone, however you want to get it. You can come in here and you can get all this smoke. You know what I'm saying? I ain't running for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to come up in here, let me know, bro. But we're gonna get into things, man. We definitely gonna get into things here in a minute. But let's go back to Coach Saban, man. Coach Saban, legendary Coach Saban retires, bro. And you know, it doesn't come by surprise. It doesn't come by surprise. Coach Saban was 72 years old. He had won 7 championships, 6 with Alabama, 1 with LSU. So it did not surprise me that Coach Saban had moved on. You know what I'm saying? What else could you know? I have been asking myself for years. I remember I had Coach Buckles on here, Coach Dorsett Buckles, former LSU Tiger, now is the head coach at Hammond High School. And I asked him, I said, man, Coach Buckles had the opportunity to play under Nick Saban and win a national title. And I asked Coach Buckles, I said, man, what else do he have to prove? You can find that interview on YouTube, on my YouTube. That's NOTL Mon on YouTube. You can find that on YouTube, man. And I asked Coach Buckles, I said, man, what else do he have to prove? You know, what else is he trying to prove? What is he trying to accomplish? You know what I'm saying? He had everything. And I knew it was only going to be a matter of time before Coach Saban retired, man. And, I thought he might want to do it going out on top. I thought he might want to win a championship on the way out. But, but let's give credit where credit is due, man. I am a hater of all things Alabama. So Nick Saban, it does not escape that either. You know what I'm saying? But, it it was fun to watch, man. It was fun to watch those defenses that Alabama had over the years. Coach Saban is one of the best defensive minds the game of football have ever seen, the best coach the game has ever seen. If you ask me, the most consistent coach. I don't remember Nick Saban ever having a real down year. Those first couple years at Alabama was rough, but as soon as he got his own players in there, you saw what Coach Saban did. He went on a historic run, man, with those Alabama teams. Like I said, as an LSU fan, bro, I am ecstatic that he's retired, because Bama has at least cost us for sure one national title, maybe two or three, if you want to go back and research that yourself. But I know that 2011 Tyrann Mathieu team should have won a national title had it not been for Coach Saban in Alabama, man. So, and you can even think about 2013, 14 up in there with Fournette, them years up in there, you know what I'm saying? We might have had one loss those seasons had it not been for Alabama and Coach Saban, man. So, shout out to Coach Saban, man. He definitely is one of the best to ever do it, man. So shout out to Coach Saban, man. So that's my thing. That's my thing with Coach Saban is I'm just glad, celebrating for what he did, but as an LSU fan, you know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that he's out of here. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, so that's my thing, man. Y'all give me y'all taking in the chat right now, man. And then what do y'all think about Alabama's next head coach? What do y'all think about Alabama's next head coach? Is Kalen DuBois is he the right guy for Alabama? It's gonna be a tough road ahead for Kalen DuBois, man. You're following a legend, you know what I'm saying? You're following a legend, man. So let's see. The only thing that concerns me about Kalen DuBois and that excites me as an LSU fan is he's a guy from South Dakota. He a guy from South Dakota, bro, and that's a long way from the South. That's a long way from Alabama. Let's take a look at his coaching history. Let's take a look at it. So overall, he is 104-12 over his coaching career. So he hasn't lost many games, but a lot of those wins some of those wins did come on the NAIA level. One of the lower divisions of football. He was at Sioux Falls in 1997 as a wide receivers coach. And then he did high school action down there in South Dakota. He came at the Sioux Falls as an offensive coordinator for 4 years in 04, from 2000 to 04. I think eventually he became the head coach at Sioux Falls, and then he kind of went to Southern Illinois, offensive coordinator, receiver. Then he went to Eastern Michigan, Fresno, Indiana, Fresno, Washington, then Alabama. So, he doesn't have a lot of experience coaching on a major level. He did have success at Washington, but he is a winner, though. He a winner. So we got to see how that works out. But he is a winner, man. And nonetheless, like I said, his overall record is 104-12 as a head coach. 3 bowl games, 2-1 in those bowl games. He won a Pac-12 championship this year. He also won some championships on the NIA level. He won 3 national championships on the NIA level. And also, what is this GPAC? I'm not sure what GPAC is, but it looked like he won some championships on that level as well. So, he's been coach of the year in the Pac-12 2 times, Pac-12 coach of the year. But my only concern is, man, look, what's going on out west and what's going on in South Dakota is a totally different thing that's going on in the South. Can you appeal to these Southern athletes? Nonetheless, he did play for a national championship. Nonetheless, he played for a national championship. So, we'll see how that goes. But, man, I'm not so sure, bro. That's a hard thing to do, is follow Nick Saban, bro, one of the winningest coach of all time, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he did it such in a dominant way on defense. When you think about it, bro, Coach Saban really never had an elite quarterback. You could say Tua, maybe, but is Tua really an elite quarterback? Or was he just a benefit of the system? Because I seen him last night against Kansas City Chiefs. Man, he didn't look like a guy that can get a team to a Super Bowl. I think a lot of these Bama quarterbacks are benefits of that system that Alabama has. They always have a great offensive line. They always have great weapons for the quarterback to throw the ball to, and they also have a stout defense that that can afford the quarterback to make some mistakes. But if you got a great offensive line, man, I can go back there and give you about 250 a game and a couple touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Not to, not to take it too overboard, but I'm just saying, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat about Caden Dubois takes over for Saban at Alabama, man. They say Coach Fleet came in here and mentioned that he is going to be still on staff at Alabama in some shape, form, or fashion, man. So we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that goes, bro. So, shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the move that Coach Saban made and the move that Bama made. It didn't take him a long time to replace Coach Saban either, man. I guess they already had. I think Saban might have notified the administration that he was going to retire because it seemed like they moved on so quickly. They didn't take a lot of time to think about it. You know what I'm saying? They kind of moved on from Coach Saban quick. So Caden Dubois must have been their guy the whole time. He did just play for a national championship. Unfortunately, they did come up short against Michigan. But we'll see how he do in the SEC, bro. We'll see how he does in the SEC. Like, let me know what y'all think in the chat, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, X, or on Instagram. I could put your comment live on the screen, like Coach Fleet said. He said Coach Saban will be involved in coaching and decision making at Alabama, man. And Coach Fleet already know. That's why he got that little laughy face. He already know how I feel about this. When I heard Coach Saban was retiring, that was the happiest day of my life. I had not been that happy since my son was born. My son's going on 6 months now, so I had not been that happy since my son was born. But I could put your tweets. I could put your comments live on the screen, man. So y'all send me some comments. Let's get this thing rolling, man. Let me know what y'all think, bro. Let me know what y'all think, bro. Let me know what y'all think about this week of sports, man. It had a lot going on this week. Coaching changes. It's been a lot going on, man. It's been a lot going on, man. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about Dubois taking over for Nick Saban at Alabama, man. But another story that we gotta cover right quick, man, is Patriots move on from Bill Belichick, man. Bill Belichick has some very down seasons there at the last couple seasons at in New England, man. So he won 6 titles. Him and Coach Saban is kind of on the same plane together. You can't really mention one without mentioning the other, and both of their news came like within maybe the same, not the same day. I know at least in the same few days of each other. We heard that Coach Saban was retiring and that the Patriots was moving on from Bill Belichick, man. And Bill Belichick, man, a lot of people say, well, it was all Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at those defenses. The reason why I can't give Tom Brady all of the credit is because of what, remember, I don't think Tom Brady wasn't a rookie, but I think he was a second-year player when they won that first championship against the Rams. And you got to remember, Tom Brady didn't play a great game in that Super Bowl. He wasn't that great the whole season. That first season, really. It was that defense. It was Rodney Harrison and all those guys, Vince Wilford and all them dudes, bro, that was balling out there. Ty Law, you know what I'm saying? So you can't give all the credit to Tom Brady, man, but Bill Belichick did win 6 Super Bowls. So you got to kind of, you can't give one credit without the other. You know what I'm saying? You can't give one the credit without the other, man. So that's all I'm saying, bro. But the last couple seasons, he has been kind of subpar. This year, he had a very low win percentage. This year, he was what was it? Let me see if I could pull it up here, y'all. Wins, losses. Okay, this year he was 4-13. Last year he was 8-9. The year before that he was 10-7 and 7-9. Still not terrible seasons, but by Bill Belichick's by the standards that they set, though, all those championship teams, I heard Robert Kraft said that, it was something that, a lot of the young coaches started to catch up kind of to Bill Belichick in so many words. And I guess that was the reason why they wanted to move on, man. But the Patriots did move on from Bill Belichick, man. Let me know what y'all think about that in the chat, man. It's kind of refreshing for me, man, because I feel like a new era of football is coming in right now. We're seeing all these young head coaches like the Miko Ryans and all these young quarterbacks like CJ Stroud is coming into the NFL making noise. I think it's the new era flow, bro. I really think it's a new era flow right now. Going into going into the new era of college football. And I'm happy to see it because we're now seeing all the talent that has been here. That's kind of been, I don't want to say gate kept, but kind of kind of seniority. It's kind of been seniority in the NFL and around football since the time that we've been watching football. And I say my generation, you know, since we've been watching football. I'm 31 years old, so I remember Tom Brady's first Super Bowl. I was very much alert and very much aware of football at the time. The Rams, the greatest show on turf, was eating people alive. Years prior to that, and they came in as an underdog, the Patriots and Bill Belichick, and they surprised, and they shook up the world. And they beat the greatest show on turf. And I do believe it was the Superdome. I believe they was in the Superdome when they beat the greatest show on turf. I think Tom Brady was either a rookie or a first-year player, or I'm sorry, a second-year player at the time, man. So, it's another historic era. Coach, it was Coach Saban first retiring, and then right after that, it was Bill Belichick, man. So Bill Belichick, bro, his record speaks for itself. Unlike Coach Saban, he's not retiring. Only thing that really happened is that the Patriots decided to move on from him, man. Y'all forgive me. I'm watching this Rams and Lions game, man. I'm rooting for Jared Goff, man. I think the way the Rams did Jared Goff was down bad, but we're gonna talk about that a little later as well. So far, Detroit is ahead 7-0 over the Los Angeles Rams. So let's see what Jared Goff do, man. Let's see what Jared Goff do in this game, man. But right now we are talking the Patriots. Moving on from Bill Belichick, man. Let me know what y'all think in the chat, man. Leave me your thoughts in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about Bill Belichick leaving the Patriots. Well, I'm not necessarily leaving the Patriots, but the Patriots leaving him or moving on from Bill Belichick. Let me know what y'all think in the chat, baby. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Bill Belichick moves on from the Patriots move on from Bill Belichick, man. You could look at this a couple ways. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, once something kind of gets old, you kind of want to get rid of it before it really sours. You know what I'm saying? Or before it goes bad or spoils. And I think this is what the Patriots is doing here, bro. I think they're just moving on before things get too bad. The seasons that they had the last couple of seasons has not been up to par to the Patriots' weight or the Patriots' standard of winning. So, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was the Saints, I would be trying to call Bill Belichick. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why the reason why the Saints should be trying to move on from Bill. I mean, trying to pursue Bill Belichick. And this is for this reason. We seen what we seen with Dennis Allen, right? We know Dennis Allen not gonna cut it, bro. We all the Saints fans know that right now. Dennis Allen not gonna cut it. So guess what? Bill Belichick is in them 70s, right? So we know he's not the long-term answer, but he can give us some stability until we find somebody that can be the head coach long-term. We might can outweight Sean Payton again. If Sean have a couple more down seasons in Denver, they gonna get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, Bill Belichick can be that bridge, for the Saints. And I think the Saints, a team like the Saints, a team like the Carolina Panthers, I think they should give Bill Belichick a chance, to be that bridge quarterback. Let me not say quarterback or head coach. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what they should do. I think Bill Belichick is a bridge type of I think he's a bridge type of coach to where, you get him in there a couple seasons, he kind of creates that stability that a program might need, or a team might need, or organization might need until they can find a guy. And I think the Saints is a perfect candidate, but we over here, our general manager is defending Dennis Allen and Derek Carr like they his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand that at all. Let me know what y'all think about that in the chat. Let me know what y'all think about Bill Belichick potentially coming to the Saints, or a team like the Saints, like the Carolina Panthers. Lord forbid he get the job at Atlanta. I don't want Bill Belichick in our division. Saints fans, I'm speaking for Saints fans. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. But let's see. We got a comment coming from X right now. He said Houston said he fits where they at now where they going, I pass. Are you talking about Bill Belichick? He fits where they at now, where they not. Wait, I'm trying to read this correctly. He fits where they at, not where they're going. I pass. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you'll pass on Bill Belichick, and I understand that. You know, Bill Belichick is a 70-something-year-old man, bro. So same with Saban. But I don't think, if you ask me, I don't think Saban's done coaching either, bro. So shout out to Houston that's coming from X, man. He is one of the few people that has commented from X, man. Last week he gave me my first comment from X, man. Shout out to Houston, man. He said he's saying pretty much no to Bill Belichick coming to the Saints. I don't know, bro. Houston, I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. Houston, we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem, man. We got a problem in New Orleans, and I'll take anybody over Dennis Allen right now. I'll take Les Miles over Dennis Allen right now. And y'all know how I feel about Les Miles if y'all watch this show. I'll take Les Miles over Dennis Allen right now. At least he got some type of swagger. You know what I'm saying? At least he got some type of swag or something. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Allen just be over there at press conference defending Derek Carr like he done won 3 Super Bowls or something. Like he Tom Brady or somebody. So I don't know, Houston. Houston, we got a problem in New Orleans, man. So I'll take anybody over Dennis Allen. So, bro, Bill Belichick with 6 Super Bowls. You think I won't take a shot at Bill Belichick? You must be crazy, Houston. Houston, we got a problem, man. We got a problem, man. But Patriots move on from Bill Belichick, man. It's no surprise. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody thought it was Tom, giving Tom all the credit anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see about that one, man. We will see about that one, bro. But it could go either way, man. You know what I'm saying? You can give Tom Brady all the credit, or you can give Bill Belichick all the credit, but I think it's somewhere in the middle because, like I said, those early Patriots teams, you know what I'm saying? Those early Patriot teams, they definitely benefited from the defense. They didn't have no explosive offense. They didn't have explosive offenses in the beginning years of the Tom Brady, Bill Belichick era, but they didn't have real explosive offense going, early on in that time. Now later on, once they got Randy Moss and they got, and Tom Brady really start rolling, that's when the offense became a factor. But but prior to that, man, it was some real average offense, early on in that Bill Belichick era. So that's the only thing that I would say. You got to kind of give credit where credit is due. Let's go back to the chat. Houston got more to say. Let's see what Houston got to say. Need more of a defensive-oriented head coach. I'm gonna disagree, Houston. I'm gonna tell you why. Now this is my philosophy, Houston. Thank you for the comments, brother. Coming from Twitter. I went to high school with Houston, but this is my only thing I would say, Houston, bro. In this new era of football, now maybe 10, 15 years ago, I would agree with you. Yes, we need a more of a defensive-oriented head coach. I would agree with that 10 years ago, but man, now it's about scoring points. And this is how I feel. I always feel like in today's game, I feel like you need a head coach that can call plays, a head coach that is accountable for calling plays, because as long as you got a play caller, you always got a chance to win games. As long as you got a quarterback and a guy that can call plays, you always have a chance, even if your defense is not that great, right? Because you can always kind of mismatch and trade defensive coordinators until you get it right. That's kind of what Sean Payton did. And you seen once the Saints finally got Dennis Allen, which Dennis Allen was a lot better at it as a defensive coordinator than he is a head coach. I mean, look at his record. His record speaks for itself. So I would say I would rather an offensive-minded head coach like a Sean Payton, and you can always try to get it right, because the Saints went through many defensive coordinators before they got it right. We went through Greg Williams, but Greg Williams was a great defensive coordinator. You saw what he did. His defense got the Saints to a Super Bowl. You saw what happened with Rod Ryan. It didn't work out when the Saints had Rod Ryan, but they figured it out with Dennis Allen. So that's why I say I would rather an offensive-minded head coach who can call plays, because play calling is so important in this new era of football. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when we was kids and coming up, the NFL football in general was pretty much a running backs game. You know, everybody ran the ball and they threw when they needed to throw the ball. Now it's about scoring points, bro. So I disagree with you there, Houston. Let's see. Houston got another comment for us, man. If y'all want y'all comments on the screen, just comment and I will post them. Shout out to my boy Houston coming from off of X, formerly known as Twitter. He said, offense wins off mess ups. Saints defense really won it for the Saints a lot. Yeah, they did. You're right about that. I'm not saying Dennis Allen is not a great defensive head coach, but we need to score points. Defense was not our problem this year. It was offense. It was play calling. It was putting the players in the best position to win. It was putting the players in the best position in order to succeed. You know what I'm saying? That was the Saints' problem this year. That's why I say I would rather an offensive-minded head coach who can call plays, because that accountability starts there. You know, I feel like in today's football, you can get by with a great offense and an average defense. Most teams now are winning Super Bowls that way. Kansas City didn't have the greatest defenses. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? They had Mahomes boy. They had Patrick Mahomes, you know, to pretty much get, you know, to even the score. You know, our defense is not that great, but guess what? We about to go outscore you. That's what football has become, because the rules are now benefiting the offense. So the defense can't be as dominant as they was. So that's why I would go in the direction of an offensive-minded head coach, because defense no longer wins championships, bro. I hate to say that. I'm a defensive guy, but defense no longer wins championships. That's a myth now, bro. That's a myth. Defense no longer wins championships. It no longer wins championships. It's about who can score. And who defense can get just enough stops. You know what I'm saying? Look at LSU this year. I hate to go on the college level. Look at LSU this year, bro. Offense, fantastic. Once in a lifetime. Generational talent with Jaden Daniels. But guess what? We couldn't stop a cold in the summertime. So that was the kryptonite for LSU this year, man. But shout out to Houston for the comment, man. Shout out to Houston for that comment, man. Man, let's move right along, though, bro. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that Dolphins game last night? Let me know, did y'all see that Dolphins game last night, man? The Kansas City Chiefs won against the Miami Dolphins 26-7. It never really was close, man. It was kind of close early on, but you can tell early on that the Chiefs was a superior team. It was negative degree weather out there. The Chiefs live in that type of stuff. The Miami Dolphins be out there on the beach, out there in Florida and Miami, where the weather is always perfect, man. You know, so that's the thing that kind of got me, you know, that had me leaning towards the Chiefs even more. Now, had the Dolphins had a home playoff game, ain't no telling what would have happened, but I still thought Patrick Mahomes was going to come through, and that's exactly what he did. It wasn't a great game statistically for him, but he was 23 of 41, a touchdown on the night, no interceptions, no turnovers, and that's what did it. And Isaiah Pacheco, he I hope I'm saying that right, but I think I said that. I'm not even going to attempt to say it again, but he had 24 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown. That's what it came in at. The running game came through for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes had a couple scrambles in that game. He had 2 rushes for 41 yards. Edwards Hilaire, our boy from Louisiana out of Baton Rouge, played for our LSU Tigers, added 21 more yards. You know, and just at times, Tua Tagovailoa just did not look like an elite quarterback in that game. He had opportunities. A lot of his throws was behind the receivers. He was 20 of 39, 199 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. That interception was very crucial in this game, man. And it was that type of game where turnover would have killed either side. And that's what happened to Miami. They turned the ball over, man. So, you know, that was kind of the seal on the deal, man. You know. And then they running game only produced 76 yards between Raheem Mostert had 33 yards, Tua added 25. Total for the night, they had 76 yards receiving. Tyreek Hill did come through, man. You know, he had that long touchdown of 53 yards, but he only had five catches, 62 yards on the touchdown. It was a cold night, man. So, you know, it wasn't a lot that could happen in that game as far as, you know, throwing the ball. Because if y'all ever play football in the cold, you know, when it gets colder, that ball gets heavier. You know what I'm saying? The ball gets a lot heavier. So that was the thing, man. That was the thing, bro. It was one of those nights where the best team is gonna win because of the weather elements. Who can run the football? It was old school football, you know. In those type of games, you got to understand, bro. You got to understand it comes down to that running game. That's why the running game is still important, man. You know, you still got to be able to run the football. Football it is changing, but in certain moments, in certain situations, whether it's raining, snowing, or whatever the case may be, you got to get back to what football is, and that's controlling the line of scrimmage. That's running the ball, man. No matter what quarterback you have, but in this game, I just feel like Tua. I feel like Tua came up a little short, man. I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins got the team to win. I just feel like I feel like they just don't have a quarterback, man. To be honest with you, Tua look average a lot of the night. I watched that game last night in its entirety, and it just, man, Tua I feel like he just kept coming up short. He did hit Tyreek on that 52-yard touchdown play, but outside of that, man, he looked real average on the night. He can't really run the throw as well as some of the other quarterbacks you see in the National Football League, man. So, it just, to me, it just looks unimpressive, to be honest with you, man. So, man, nonetheless, it was a good game. Nonetheless, bro, but it was just a lot of average going on. It was just a lot of average going on, and I don't know, just from Tua. Patrick Mahomes did exactly what Patrick Mahomes does. He was able to overcome a couple of drops by Travis Kelce. Man, what's going on with Travis Kelce, man? What is Taylor Swift doing to our boy Travis Kelce, bro? I don't know, bro. She must be doing something. I don't know, because his mind must only be on Taylor Swift, bro. His mind must only be on Taylor Swift, man, because we all know what Travis Kelce is, all pro for the last probably 5 to 10 years at least. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl champion, probably gonna go down as one of the best tight ends to ever play the game, man. But this year, man, especially last night, he definitely had some miscues. I know at least 2 drops that I seen that hit his hands that he should have caught, but like I said, in that weather though, bro, it is something though. It is something, man. I'm sitting here watching this Detroit and Los Angeles Rams game. The Lions is up 14-3 with almost at the end of the first quarter, man. So I'm watching this game carefully, y'all. I'm gonna stick on here a little while tonight, waiting on Coach Maryland to come up in here. Coach Maryland did get it was hired at Live Oak as the offensive coordinator, man. But shout out to everybody that's in the live right now, man. But like I said, Patrick Mahomes continue to be Patrick Mahomes, man. But let's move on. Let's move on to the Texans impress versus the Browns, man. They impressed against they really impressed me last night against the Browns, man. I think we got to have a conversation about CJ Stroud. And y'all, look, bro, I'm trying not to jump the gun. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Bro. CJ Stroud looks like the best quarterback in the NFL. The way he throws the ball, the way he just buys time to throw the ball, just the way he just, it's something different about him. His ball placement is superb, bro. Like the Texans look like it looked like they've been here before. It looked like they have been a playoff team, like the Patriots or the Chiefs or the Ravens or the Steelers. It looked like they have been here before, and they're a real young team, man. It's a lot of first-round picks. It's a lot of first, second, third-year guys on this roster, man. And then shout out to DeMeco Ryan. If you from my generation, DeMeco Ryan was one of the better linebackers in the NFL when he played, if not the best. They had Brian Cushing out there. They had him. I can't think of the other dude name. They had J.J. Watt. You know what I'm saying? They had a great defense at the Houston Texans when he was there, man. They had a great defense. They just never could find a quarterback at the time. Deshaun Watson finally came there, but it was kind of the end of that great defense. Watt had got a little older. But, man, the Texans look like they've been here before, man. CJ Stroud, bro. Truly, truly impressive, man. Let me read y'all CJ Stroud stats, man. They did defeat the Cleveland Browns 45-14 with an aging Joe Flacco at quarterback, man. But CJ Stroud was 16 of 21. 274 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the night, man. That's the key. He did not turn the ball over. Their running game was effective. Devin Singletary had 66 yards on the ground with that young receiving core, Nico Collins or John Mechie, the third, who was at Alabama. We all know about him, the years they played LSU. Man, just a real impressive football team, bro. And then Joe Flacco, I'm not gonna lie, Joe Flacco didn't make things any better. Joe Flacco had 2 pick sixes on the night. 2 pick sixes. They was back to back, bro. I never seen that. I rarely ever see that in football. They had 2 back-to-back pick sixes, man. But the Texans look like a team that can win it all, y'all. the Texans look like a team that can win it all, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I really think the Texans can win it all, bro. If they really play the type of football they play against the Browns, because the Browns had a top 10 defense in the NFL. If not, probably the first. I could check that stat a little later, but y'all let me know if y'all know in the chat. But the Browns defense is nothing to play with. And CJ Stroud just went out there and shredded them. Man, I think CJ Stroud might be the best quarterback in the NFL. And I know what you're saying. Well, Mon, it's too early here, rookie. You know what I'm saying? You kind of jumping the gun. But one thing about me, bro, and y'all know this if y'all watch my platform, I call it the way I see it, bro. I go by the eye test. What my eyes tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of them dudes that really get emotional. You know what I'm saying? But it's impressive. It was impressive what CJ Stroud did against the Browns, man. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about that. It just was. They look like a team that can win it all. And if they don't do it this year, I know in the next two or 3 years, they're gonna be my favorite. That can win the Super Bowl. I mean, they got a Super Bowl caliber head coach, they got a Super Bowl caliber quarterback, and they got a Super Bowl caliber defense. They held the Browns to 14 points, man. They held the Browns to 14 points, man. Joe Flacco looked like the old Joe Flacco. He was 34 or 46. He had a nice amount of yards, 307 yards, but there was some garbage time yards. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, a QBR of 57 compared to CJ Stroud, where he had a QBR of 98, passer rating of 157. So, man, shout out to the Texans and CJ Stroud, man. They look like the best team in football. I mean, honestly, they might have the best quarterback in football, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about CJ Stroud, bro. CJ Stroud impressed me, man. He truly impressed me on last night, man. He looked like the best quarterback in the NFL, at least the best young quarterback in the NFL. And give it a couple years, I think the dude gonna be the best quarterback in the NFL. He got that calmness about him. He got that Tom Brady type of calmness about him. And that's rare you see with a rookie. I can't say enough about CJ Stroud, but we're gonna get into that a little later, y'all. We're gonna get into that a little later, man. We're gonna get into that a little later, but let's talk about these Cowgirls. The Packers just destroyed the Cowboys today. And I'm fresh off this game. I watched it by my dad's house, man. And it was just a massacre from beginning to end. It was never a competition, bro. It was never a competition. You know what I'm saying? It was never a competition from beginning to the end, to be honest with you. They routed them. I mean, the score is not going to indicate how much of a game this wasn't. And the Green Bay Packers are 9-8 on the season. They barely made it into the playoffs. They're a wild card team. The Cowboys was 12-5. Yes, they, you know what I'm saying? They was 12-5 on the season. 8-0 at home, and they in a home playoff game, they lose 48-32 to a young Green Bay team with a quarterback who's starting for his first full year starting. But Jordan Love, I know what I just said. I said CJ Stroud might be the best quarterback in the NFL. And, we didn't see Joe Burrow play this year. I don't want to disrespect Patrick Mahomes, but CJ Stroud, bro, the reason why I'm saying this because he can get the ball out of his hands quickly, effectively. He don't have to do a whole lot to do it. It's on time, and going into like what I'm saying about the Packers, I'm trying to lead to something here. Jordan Love isn't too far behind him. We are officially in the new era of the quarterback. Tom Brady is gone. Drew Brees is gone. Aaron Rodgers is on the tail end of his career. Ben Roethlisberger is gone. Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers, all these legends are gone. And now the new era of the quarterback, the Jordan Loves, the CJ Strouds, man, the Patrick Mahomes, the Joe Burrows, the Justin Herberts of the world, man. We are in the new era of quarterbacks, and Jordan Love is in that number. Jordan Love was 16 or 21, 272 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the night against the Cowboys. Man, they went into Jerry's world and they dominated. Aaron Jones added 21 carries, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. He might have been the MVP of that game. It's like him and Jordan Love were just a match made in heaven, bro. And shout out to Romeo Doubs. He had 6 catches, 151 yards, a touchdown, Luke Musgrave added 52 yards. Man, they got a nice little team over there in Green Bay, bro. Once they get it together, look out as well. But the Cowboys was the Cowboys. The Cowboys was the Cowboys. Listen, bro, I'm not gonna go off Stephen A and go into a hate fest against on the Cowboys, but I'm not a Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying? I like Dak though. You know what I'm saying? I like Dak Prescott. I really like Dak Prescott, man. But it's time to have a conversation about Dak and the Cowboys, bro. It's like the Cowboys can go all season long, y'all, and look great. The Cowboys can go all season long and look great. And they get in the playoffs, and it's like, what happened, yo? At one point, I think the score was like, let me look it up. This game was not even close. I'm just being on the game. The final score 48-32 was a lot closer than what it actually was. It was a lot closer. At one time, Dallas was down. I want to say, well, it was like, I know at halftime it was down 27-7. The Cowboys was down 27-7 at halftime. This game was not even close as the score made it. The Cowboys kind of scored late or whatever to score those 32 points, but the Packers came in Jerry's world and put up 38 points, man. What my Cowboys fans that come in the chat? I need y'all to explain yourself. I need my Cowboys fans to come explain themselves, bro, because what's going on in Dallas, bro? Y'all got the defense? With all those players y'all got on defense, all them dogs y'all got on defense, y'all been drafting well. Y'all got CD Lamb at receiver. Y'all got Brandon Cooks. Y'all got what's our boy on the defensive line, man? His name escapes me right now. You got him. What's our boy name? Let me see. Why I can't call his name right now, y'all? Does he even show up on the stat sheet for the night? I'm trying to see. I know we got DeMarcus Lawrence, but what's our other dude name, man? Superstar for the Cow. I don't even see him on the stat sheet. Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons had 2 tackles tonight. No sacks, nothing. Barely any production out of your best player. I thought Dallas would win this game. I really did, but it wouldn't gonna surprise me if the Packers won. But not only did they win, they dominated. And Cowboy, y'all gotta humble yourself, man. These Cowboys fans, bro, look, y'all gotta humble yourself. These Cowboys fans gotta humble themselves, bro, because what y'all put out there tonight, the product that y'all put out there on the field, the performance that y'all put out there on the field from y'all quarterback, it was sad. I mean, Dak didn't help things. I mean, Dak, his stats was pretty good. He threw the ball 60 times tonight, so he was 41 of 60, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but those interceptions was crucial, man. Those interceptions by Prescott was crucial. They was crucial, man. They was really crucial, bro. So I don't know what's going on with Dallas, bro. Like, what's going on with the Cowboys? I really thought out of all the years I've been watching the Dallas Cowboys, I thought this might have been their year. Dak Prescott played MVP football this year. Dak played MVP football this year. I thought this would be their year. I thought this would be the Dallas Cowboys year. I truly did, but what they do, they go down there and lay their egg, bro. They went on and laid the egg, and like I said, it wasn't even close as it seems. I think at one point the game got to like 34-10 or something like that, and they started coming back late, but the final score was 48-32. Jordan Love was flawless. Jordan Love, this was his first year as a full-time starter, and he looked better than Dak Prescott. And that's a problem, man. That is a problem. That is a problem. That is a major problem for the Cowboys. And I would love to know what they do with Dak Prescott going forward. I would love to know what they do with Dak Prescott going forward. So let's look at it. Let's look deep into Dak Prescott. Is Dak Prescott good enough to win a Super Bowl? And I'm not going to say he was the reason they lost, but he did not play good enough to win. You know what I'm saying? And let's look at Dak this year, bro. Dak this year, he threw, like I said, he threw for 4,500 yards, completed 69% of his passes, which was a career high for Dak Prescott. 36 touchdowns, which was a second best in his career performance. He threw for 37 in 2021. 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions this year, a quarterback rating of 105 this year. MVP type of football, but he gets to the playoffs, and I don't know what happens to Dak Prescott. I root for Dak Prescott. I root for the black quarterback. Dak Prescott is from up there in North Louisiana. I root for my Louisiana guys, man, but I don't know about Dak Prescott. A serious conversation needs to be had about Dak Prescott. I mean, he is a starting quarterback in the NFL. None, like, we're not going to debate that, but what happens? I just don't know. I don't know about, like, it's so confusing. The Cowboys are so confusing, man. They really are, because the Packers should not even had a chance in this game. The Packers was 9-8 this year, 4-5 on the road. The Cowboys was undefeated at home this year. They finished 12-5 on the season, the regular season, and they go out there and just didn't look competitive against the Green Bay Packers, bro. I think a conversation needs to be had about Dak Prescott. You know, like I said, he had an MVP type season. Let me read the stats out to y'all again. He was 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 4,500 yards, completed 69% of his passes, which was a career high. Second most touchdowns in the season, 36. Only 9 interceptions, single-digit interceptions. I mean, we know he can ball, bro, but, like, what's up with Dak Prescott? Let me know what y'all think in the chat, man. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about Dak Prescott, man. Shout out to everybody that's on Instagram watching, right? I think I see my boy Bam. Shout out to Bam, man. What's up, little Johnny? What's up? I see my cousin Calvin up in here, man. Coach Fleet, Scotty Kane in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that's on Instagram right now, man. I gotta shout out my Instagram people because this is only my 3rd or 4th time going live on Instagram, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to all my people on Instagram right now, man, that is streaming. And shout out to everybody that's on the live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter, formerly known as now known as X. Shout out to y'all, man, that's watching, man. But I don't know about Dak Prescott anymore, bro. I don't know. I don't know about the Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys fans, humble yourself. Cowboys fans, humble yourself, because I don't think y'all have a quarterback that can win it all. I don't think y'all have a coach that can win it all. I don't think y'all have an owner or a GM that can win it all. It just, something is off in Dallas. Something is off, bro. Because you got the roster, and truly you got the quarterback. I don't understand why just in the playoffs, for whatever reason, Dak Prescott just disappoints. I mean, he did throw for 400 yards, but it was kind of like, it was kind of like the game. It was never a game, so he threw over 60 passes. So, they was playing from behind for the majority of this game. Like I said, the Packers got out to a 20-0 lead, like in the first quarter, at least before halftime. I know at halftime it was like 27-7 at the half. So it wasn't a competition from the get-go, bro. I don't know what's going on with the Cowgirls, but all these Cowboys fans, I want y'all to come on here. All my Cowgirls fans I want y'all to come up in here and explain yourself. What was that? What was that, bro? I don't know what that was, but I don't know, bro. Like, and honestly, I ain't gonna say I was rooting for the Cowboys. I don't really hate the Cowboys like that, but I understand why people do hate the Cowboys. I understand why they hate the Cowboys fans, man, because y'all act like it's the year every year, and they're just like same old, first round, you're up out of here. And it wasn't even the 49ers this time. It was the Green Bay Packers, who was 9-8 on the season, who looked shaky early on. I'm sitting here watching this Los Angeles Rams and Lions game. The Lions are threatening, and right now the score is 14-10, 8 minutes left in the second quarter. But man, I don't know. But more positive news: LSU hires former Tiger Bo Davis as the defensive line coach. Man, what y'all think about that, man? I was looking at Bo Davis. Like I said, he was a former LSU Tiger. He was at Texas, the University of Texas, under Steve Sarkisian. You know what I'm saying? He was there making a lot of money. If I'm not mistaken, let's see how much exactly he was making. I have it right here. So he was making, let me see. I think at Texas, if I'm not mistaken, bro, Bo Davis was making $1.5 million at Texas. He actually took a pay cut to come to Baton Rouge, which is his alma mater, man. He came to LA. He come back to LSU. If you watch LSU last year, it was a position that needed addressing. I think LSU addressed this. I'm not gonna spend much time on this topic, but they did address that. They hired defensive coordinator Blake Baker last week, and we covered that on our last live. So this is a LSU guy. Played at LSU I believe under Nick Saban. He had some coach. He spent some time coaching under Nick Saban. A lot of time coaching under Nick Saban. He was a graduate assistant at LSU from '95 to '97. Coached at North Shore High School. He was at LSU strength and condition. He was assistant strength and conditioning coach at LSU 2002 to 2005. He went to the Miami Dolphins with Saban, and he was the assistant defensive line coach. He was a defensive line coach at Alabama one stint. Then he came back, and he actually did a stint at Texas, then back to Alabama, then the Jaguars. He was an intern. And then he went to the University of Texas San Antonio, defensive line coach. Detroit Lions, Texas, and now he back at LSU. So we're gonna see how that go. That was a position of concern for LSU, bro. So hopefully he can get that D-line better, man. Anything better than we had last year, LSU gonna do it. It's gonna do it, bro. So I don't know. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about Bo Davis, man. LSU hires former Tiger Bo Davis as the D-line coach. And I heard we got another guy, but I don't know if that's confirmed. I think we got another dude too. I think he was a edge coach or something like that coming from Texas. But I didn't report that because I don't know how I don't know if that was just I don't know if that was speculation or what it was. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. I see Shay Keys up in here. I see on Instagram. I'm shouting out everybody on Instagram. Lil Johnny up in here. Coach Fleet. Scotty Kang is in the building. My boy Scott is up in here, man. Shout out to everybody that's on Instagram. Shout out to everybody that's on Facebook, YouTube, X, and on Instagram, man. Shout out to everybody that's in here. But man, LSU did address the needs at defensive line, man. Jared Goff. Jared Goff looks for revenge against the Rams. So far, so good. I'm watching this Rams game right now, man. I just wanted to report on this. The game is in progress right now. The Lions got the Lions got so far so good. Like I said, the Lions got them down 21-10 over the Rams right now. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Jared Goff is producing 14-15, 161 yards and a touchdown before halftime. 7 minutes to go before halftime. That's pretty good stats. Matt Stafford doing this thing too. 7-10, 119 yards and a touchdown. I'm gonna try to get up out of here before halftime and go watch the rest of this game because it's a pretty good game. I want to see how this ends. But shout out to Jared Goff, man. Jared Goff led the Rams to a Super Bowl against the Patriots. They lost 13-3. That was the most boring Super Bowl of all time, if you ask me. I remember that Super Bowl, and it was hard to watch. But Jared Goff did not play his best in that Super Bowl, but neither did either team. Tom Brady didn't play great football. The Rams didn't play good football. It was a horrible game. If I'm not mistaken, let me know if y'all remember. I don't think a touchdown was scored in that game. Or was it one touchdown by? I think the Patriots scored once, and I think they kicked the rest. Rest was field goals. It was a lot of field goals kicked in that Super Bowl when Jared Goff played Tom Brady and the Patriots, man. But Jared Goff looking for revenge. So far, he getting it. They look like the better team tonight, man. If you ask me, they 12-5 on the year. The Los Angeles Rams is 10-7. Things have been a little shaky for the Rams, but they did rally at the end of the season to get into the playoffs. But Jared Goff right now, man, Jared Goff is looking real, real good right now. If you ask me, man, let me know what y'all think in the chat right now. I'm sitting here watching this game right now live. Right now, the Rams just got the ball back. The Detroit Lions went down there and scored. And shout out to Jared Goff, man. I want to see him win this. I'm not gonna lie, because the way they just traded that man after he took them to a Super Bowl was kind of down bad. If you ask me, the Rams, it all worked out because the Rams did go win the Super Bowl with Matthew Stafford. We all know what happened. In that Super Bowl against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. We all know what happened in that Super Bowl, but Matthew Stafford, both sides got what they needed. I would say that, but I love the underdog. I love to see the underdog come back, and I love to see that. I love to see that story of redemption. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is Jared Goff redemption story. Everybody roots for that type of story, right? Everybody loves that. I love the underdog. I love redemption stories, man. So Jared Goff getting what he deserved right now, man. And that's another shot at it, man. A shot to prove that they made the wrong decision. You know what I'm saying? And he has played very good football this year. He has 30 touchdowns, 12 interceptions on the year, 4,500 yards. Let's compare that to Matthew Stafford. Well, Matthew Stafford has 3,900 yards, 24 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and Matthew Stafford is a lot older at 35. Jared Goff is only, I think he's still in his 20s. He's 29, so a lot of upside with Jared Goff, bro. So he definitely had the better season. So hopefully he can continue that pace. Hopefully he can continue that pace, man. I love to see the underdog. Wouldn't it be crazy though, bro, if the Lions made it to a Super Bowl? Like the Lions, like the most losing franchise organization probably in the history of sports. I don't think you can count on one hand how many times they've been to the playoffs. I guarantee you. I ain't look it up, but I can guarantee in my lifetime, I don't remember the Lions going to the Super Bowl maybe a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I don't know, man, but I don't know, but I like to see this. Jared Goff, they're up 21-10 right now. 6 minutes left, but the Rams is crossing midfield right now. So we gonna see how this is gonna be a very exciting game. Two good offenses, two pretty good defenses. I would love. I'm interested in this game, so I'm gonna see if I can get up out of here in a little while, man. But I did want to talk Jordan Love, man. Is Jordan Love an elite quarterback, man? This year, bro, Jordan Love has put up some stats, y'all. Jordan Love has definitely done his part for the Green Bay Packers this year. He is second in the NFL in touchdowns. He had 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 4,100 yards, QBR of 62, which is ninth in the NFL, bro. I mean, Jordan Love looked like the future. Jordan Love looks like a more athletic Aaron Rodgers. When Aaron Rodgers started off his career, you know what I'm saying? He looks exactly the same. You could tell that Jordan Love learned from Aaron Rodgers, like some of the off platform throws that he made, some of the the sidearm throws that that kind of gets the ball in traffic, through traffic, in windows and tight windows. It was impressive, man. Some of the throws Jordan Love made, him and CJ Stroud, bro, is putting on for the black quarterback. I mean, they not no guys that's gonna take off running, like talking about it, but they can move just enough to slide in the pocket, just enough to put some pressure on the defense. But man, Jordan Love looked like a top 5 quarterback against the Cowboys today, bro. I mean, it was impressive. It was one of the most impressive performances I've seen in a long time by a quarterback, especially by a young quarterback. He's only he's 25 years old, man. He looks great. The dude was balling. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I mean, he was balling. I mean, it didn't matter if they sent a blitz at him. It didn't matter if he got pressure on the edge. He stepped up. He stepped around it. He made off-platform throws. It looked good. It looked good, man. It truly did, man. It truly looked good, bro. It did, y'all. It did. It looked good. He looked good. The Packers looked good. I'm not gonna lie. The two impressive teams that I've seen so far was wild card teams, and that was the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. I like both of those teams to represent. And I know this might sound crazy coming early right now, but I'm going off the eye test, y'all. I'm going strictly off the eye test. And the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans look like the best two teams in football that I watch. And we still got a couple games to watch going forward here. But, man, they look like the best two teams in football, man, in my opinion, just watching these games over the last couple days, over the weekend, man. I know we got the Steelers tomorrow night. We got the Eagles and the Buccaneers, but I'm looking at both of these teams. The Bills have been highly inconsistent this year. The Steelers have been highly inconsistent. So has the Eagles, and the Buccaneers probably shouldn't be in the playoffs, but they play in the worst division in football, which is the NFC South this year. So I'm looking at things, bro, and it's a good chance. It's a very good chance that that the Texans could maybe pull off in the AFC. The Chiefs are not looking that great. They did take down the Browns, which was a big threat to them doing that. Can they beat the Bills on their best? Absolutely. Can they beat any of these other teams in the AFC? Absolutely. Can they beat the Chiefs on their best night? Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. But Coach Maryland is joining us, man. Shout out to Coach Maryland. Live Oak High School hires Coach Maryland as their offensive coordinator, man. Shout out to Coach Maryland. Shout out to Coach Maryland coming on the show every week. But Coach Maryland is introduced as the next offensive coordinator of the Live Oak. I think they are Eagles, man. Shout out to Coach Maryland, man. He getting ready to join us here, man. Shout out to Coach Maryland. We about to bring him on in here. Coach, man, how does it feel to be the next coach of Live Oak? The next offensive coordinator at Live Oak, man.
It feels good, man. It's kind of bittersweet, to leave you high, especially with those type of kids that I have. But I told my receivers, man, and I told them, I said, look, man, if you don't take nothing else I taught you while I was here, man, always remember when you have a unique opportunity presented to you, you need to go ahead and take it. And I feel like this was a really good opportunity, man. And shout out to Coach Leggett, man, for hiring me, it gave me an opportunity to showcase what I could do on the highest level in football, man, in Louisiana. So I'm excited. I got a chance. I went over there Thursday, and I met with the team, and I talked to them, to give my expectations. So, I'm excited. I keep hearing about this young group they have. It's extremely talented. I think one of the things Live Oak is missing, man, is the, coaches, man, like being consistent, man, because, they be having coaching changes year in and year out. So, man, hopefully, my plan is to be there for a while. I was telling a few people, man, I really want to be there for a while and hopefully grow, man, and spread my wings. So that's my plan.
Most definitely, man. Let me tell you right now, man, we are proud of you, man. You are a pretty much weekly contributor now, man. Pretty much, you North of the Lake family, man.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to give you your flowers, man. Congratulations to you, man. You deserve it,
that, man.
I appreciate that. And then, a lot of our viewers appreciate the insight that you bring to the platform, bro. As a coach, as a football mind, man. So what can Live Oak expect from Coach Maryland going forward, man, as the OC?
One of the things I told the kids, at 5A, you have to run the football. I'm a firm believer in that you can have all the athletes in the world, but you have to run the football at 5A, to at least give you a chance. So we will do that for sure. That's one of the things I'm going to harp on in the spring. And like I told them, I like to throw the ball. I like to throw it. I like to, stretch the field. But it'll be more of a balanced attack, kind of by 51-49, pass run ratio. And as of right now, man, I'm currently working on putting my my install together for spring. Me and Coach Leggett, we go finalize it and stuff like that, man, so I can start meet with some of the kids, especially my quarterbacks. Actually, one of them, Kingston Johnson, man, I think that's a name everybody need to watch out for. He's going to be a sophomore this upcoming football season, man. He's really, really gifted, man. Good kid, talented. He takes me about some stuff today, man, which kind of caught me off guard because it's rare that you get a kid, especially, man, takes you about ideas like how we go do this, how we go attack that. So I'm very excited to work with him.
Man, that is special for a high school kid to come to you in that way, trying to get better, trying to put his strengths, his weaknesses, and trying to see where things are going.
Right.
Because a lot of times, a lot of guys may not take it so seriously on the high school level.
Right.
But that is impressive, man. Like I said, everybody that's just joining us, we are with Coach Maryland, the offensive coordinator at Live Oak High School. If y'all have any questions for Coach Maryland, y'all please leave them in the chat. He will be more than happy to answer y'all question. Like I said, he's a weekly contributor to the platform, man. Like I said, we want to give him his flowers. Congratulations to Coach Maryland. He was just hired as the offensive coordinator at Live Oak High School. Shout out to Coach Leggett. Is I'm saying that right?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Shout out to Coach. Shout out to Coach, man. Best of luck to y'all this season, man. I'm definitely, if I'm not mistaken, the last couple of years y'all played my Hammer High Tornadoes for a scrimmage. So
correct. I think that's a jamboree.
Jamboree game. And so I hope they continue that. That would be very interesting, man. I would definitely be there. To not only support you, but also to support my Hammer High Tornadoes, man. And I did catch that game out there a couple years. I didn't catch it last year, but the year before.
Yeah,
And the facilities that Live Oak have is next to none in the state of Louisiana, bro. Y'all gotta go check that out. Everybody that's watching right now, y'all make sure y'all go support Coach Maryland and make sure y'all go check out the facilities they got out there. It's next to, I mean, it's state of the art, man. Man, speak on that.
That's one of the that's one of the main ones. About I was blown away, when I first went over there. It gets funny, man. Yesterday, I took my in-laws over there, and they look at my father-in-law. Look, he was like, "Whoa, man! He never seen nothing like this, man." They got a state-of-the-art weight room, man. They got a locker room. I think it holds maybe 105, 106 lockers. Man, they got a state-of-the-art, coach's office. Man, it's like Live Oak has everything that you want, in a high school athlete. I think the only thing they missing is they just winning. I think they have all the resources. Man, I was told yesterday, man, they built football and softball team, man. They built almost $11.3 million field houses for them. They got turf back there on their fields, man. It is neat. So, man, I'm just to say all that, man. They have all that, man. We just have to win. To keep the support, man, and all that. So I'm very excited about it, man. I have some videos of all like the weight room stuff, man, and I'll share them with you, man. But it'll blow you away, honestly.
I mean, like I said, I had the chance of going out there and seeing it for myself. I mean, I didn't go inside of it, but like I see the baseball field over there. It's all in the same kind of area of each other. It is impressive. Right. Especially in Louisiana, like one of the by us both playing in the state of Louisiana, playing football in the state. You at Laranja, me at Hammond, but Laranja has updated out there. But but some of our other schools out here are still behind it, and we are behind states like Texas and Florida, California, and facilities. But Live Oak is on top of it, bro. Yeah. And, that should be a model for the schools in our area to follow and try to find the money and the resources right now to fund these high schools. But Live Oak is impressive, man. I think we got a comment here. Shout out to Benny Hunter. See you, bro.
My boy B Hunt. What's up, man? That's my guy with the Independence, man. He was a really, really good DB out there. So yeah, okay. Man, yeah, he was good. That's my boy, man.
Shout out to Benny Hunter, man. I appreciate you watching the platform, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, Coach, man. As soon as you came up here, man, the views went up, man. Like I said, you listen to me, man. The people love you, man. The people love you, bro. I mean, as soon as you came up in this thing, man, it started going up, man. But we definitely gonna put on for Coach Maryland, man, the next offensive coordinator at Live Oak High School out there in Watson, Louisiana, man. I did a little business out there, so that's why I know. Okay, that, that's how I know where it's at. Shout out to Billy Mattingly, and he must be a Live Oak fan. I see the Eagles.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have. You must have invited some people up in here, man. You had to invite some people up in here, bro. I'm telling you right now, it started jumping as soon as you came up here. Just as soon as you came up here, it started jumping, man. But shout out to you, man. Shout out to Live Oak, man. Shout out to Billy Mattingly, man. Hey, check us out every Sunday. That's every Sunday live at 7 p.m. Most of the time, hopefully I can start getting in the studio more. But a lot of times I am an over-the-road truck driver. So sometimes y'all might see me in my truck. But I stream on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, now known as X, and on Instagram. Shout out to my people on Instagram, man. Because I've been going live on Instagram probably for the last 3 or 4 weeks now. So shout out to everybody that's on Instagram. Shout out to you, Billy, man. I see that eagle you got up in there. So I'm assuming that he is a Live Oak fan.
Oh yeah, man.
A Live Oak alumni.
His son, Dallas, he plays wide receiver, man. So I'm anxious to work with those weapons they have out there, man. I'm very anxious to work with them. Like I said, I keep hearing everybody telling me they have a good group. I mean, I'm serious, man. That's all I keep hearing. Like they have a good group of kids out there, man. So. From what I know, my experience and, and put it all together with the current staff, man, I believe we can really do something special, but, we just have to take it one day at a time. And, the main thing is the kids have to buy into what you're preaching to them. I think that's one of the main things. And, if we had that parent support to uplift the kids, I think that's a thing that sometimes, I'm not saying at Live Oak, but other programs, some of these kids might, go home and they hear their parents talking down the program. But man, we can have those parents to uplift those kids, man. I really think it could be a positive vibe. Let me say that going into the 2024.
Man, that's and that's always important to have the support of the parents and the support of the community, man. And we wish y'all the best of luck going forward, man. And I had the opportunity to watch them. Like I said, this was a couple years ago, so I mean, some of these players probably have moved on, but I was impressed by the size that they had,
Yeah.
on their offensive and decent defensive lines. They had a quarterback, man, a couple years ago. The guy had to be like 6'4", 6'5", 230, easy. I mean, we're just running all over my Hammer High Tornadoes, man. So we definitely caught the L out there too. Since that jamboree been going on, but we have been competitive nonetheless. But man, I hope that we still playing y'all in that jamboree.
Yeah, we are, man. It's fun to make you laugh, and I have no reason to lie to you about this. The day I went to U High, and I met with the head coach, I met with the kids and told them that I was leaving to take the position at Live Oak. Coach Buckles called me.
Okay.
Coach Buckles had called me. He asked what my plans was. I said, Coach, you caught me at a bad time, man. I said, I literally just accepted the position at Live Oak. And he said, oh, man, come on. I said, yeah, man. But he was happy for me and stuff. And then he told me that we do play them in the jamboree. I don't know if it's at Live Oak or is it Hammond. That's the thing I don't know.
But see, the last 2 years it's been at Live Oak. I'm not so sure if that's the permanent location or not.
So if it was at Live Oak, it could be at Hammond then.
But the last 2 years it's been at Live Oak, so I'm not so sure if it's moving or not or taking turns. I'm not so sure. We have to ask Coach Buckles on that.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure Coach Leggett would probably know.
Yeah,
would know as well. But man, so are you trying to tell me you could have been out there? I mean, that's I'm gonna stay up at night thinking about that one. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna stay up at night.
Honestly, man, look, and I had this conversation yesterday, man. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not the type, man. I really don't, I don't go out like looking for jobs.
Right.
I try to stay humble as I can, man. And if somebody called me, I entertain it for sure.
That's right.
Like I said, man, I'm gonna tell you exactly how the Live Oak gig was. So when Leggett got the job, he called me. He was like, "Hey, bro," he said, "Look, man, I just got the head. I'm still in season, at U High."
Right.
And he said, "Man, look, I just got the head job at Live Oak. I ain't gonna say what I want to say on here." I looked at him like, "What?" I said, "You serious?" And he started laughing. He was like, "Yeah, man." And he was like, "Look, you already know I'm going with this." So I had to stop him short. I said, "Hey, look, man, I'm in season." I said, "Let me finish the season out, then we can talk." So he came to my game when we played St. Charles Catholic. Yeah, he came to the game. We had ended up losing them in overtime. And that next day we talked. He had offered it to me. I said, let me think about it. Let me talk. Because I normally call around, just get a few feedback from some people. I had one person told me don't even take the job. I told the kid that. One guy told me don't take the job because they felt like they don't think you can win at Live Oak. I told the kids that when I met with them.
That's right.
I said it just like that. People don't really think you can win at Live Oak, bro. And I'm out there to prove the narrative wrong. Like I said, I said, look, I tweeted this a couple of days ago. I said, I'm gonna bet on myself this year. I'm gonna do all I can to put them kids in the right position. That's what I want to do. And with with the leadership with Leggett, bro, he got it going now. I don't know real people, people really don't know too much about Leggett, as a head coach, but he got it going the right way. Like I said, the administration good. I met with the principal. She all for winning. Because Live Oak, they're A school. I think they like the top 3 public school in the state. And she take academic real serious, which I get. Academic is really important, in today's world. But she'd like to see a win on that field too. So like I told Leggett, bro, I'm gonna do all I can. But the main thing, it starts from the parents to support us, especially support those kids.
That's right, man. And like I said, the most definitely, I can't wait to see what you're gonna do over there, man. And you know what I'm saying? You can win anywhere if you bring that culture, man.
Yeah,
We all know that. But shout out to Tyler Gillery, my boy, Money Maryland, man. Shout out to Tyler Gillery, man.
that's my boy, man. We coached at St. Thomas, the Aquinas together, and now he's
Okay.
the O-line coach at Ponchatoula. Good guy,
Okay.
man. Yeah,
Shout out to Tyler Gillery. Look, coach, you welcome on the platform anytime, man. I look for contributors, people to talk sports, talk football, and everything, man. And back to that. So you and Coach DeGette did have recent history at St. Thomas Aquinas, right?
correct. He hired me. He hired me when he was the head coach. He hired me as an OC. And
Okay.
man, it's funny, man. How me and him got connected. So now I was coaching at Catholic. I remember him coming out there to a practice just to see, how we did things because with Coach Matita, who's a senior analyst at Florida State, he didn't mind coaches coming to practice and just see how we did things. So man, I remember Leggett. He came. I was coaching tight ends over there at Catholic at the time. Man, he came over there, just watching, observing, and stuff like that. So man, when Fertitta told us he was leaving at the time, he took a position at Louisville. I was like, oh man, but I ain't know what I was gonna do, and stuff like that. So man, maybe a couple weeks later, I got a random phone call. I was just about to get out my car and go to school. Had a 504 number call me. And next thing I know, I said, "Is Coach Maryland?" And I'm looking. This about like almost like 6:30 in the morning. I said, "Yeah." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Hey, look, this Coach Leggett at St. Thomas Aquinas." He said, "Man, I want to offer you the offensive coordinator position." And I'm looking out the blue. I'm looking around like, what?
Right.
And he said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Look, man, I talked to Coach Gabe. Man, he spoke really, really highly of you." He said, "Man, I'd love to, sit down and talk with you." This was during COVID. And I said, "Yeah, coach." I said, "Man, we can sit down, man. We could talk." So we did it over Zoom. That's when you really could get in contact with people.
Right.
So man, we talked. Man, we might have been on Zoom for about a good 2 hours, just sharing ideas, philosophy, how I look at things, how he look at things. And he made me an offer. He made me an offer, and I said, "Man, give me a couple of days." Man, I thought about it. I prayed about it, and I went on and took it because I felt like I always said when I get a coordinator, when I was offered a coordinator position, I always wanted to be at a smaller school first.
Right.
You always want to be able to go to a small school just to see what you can do. So man, I accepted it, and I was happy. But the pressure was on me though, because the ball in your court. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to make sure everybody organized, everybody on the same page. You teaching the kids the right things. So it was good, man. I enjoyed those 2 years, man. My second year there, well, we played against Ponchatoula, man. I ain't like. I wish I could play. I wish I could have that game all over again. Man, you give me the same group of kids that I had my second year at Ponchatoula. I'm sorry, my second year I had at St. Thomas. You give me the same group of kids. I guarantee we go out there, we'll beat Ponchatoula. We lost to Ponchatoula by a touchdown.
I would love to see it. You know how I feel about Ponchatoula as a hammer high tornado. I would have been all on that.
Yeah.
They would heard the last of that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to I'm gonna give some shout out to the people in the chat right now. Shout out to Brett Robinson. Congrats, coach, again. And he also said, "Great job, Coach Maryland Jr." Man, I appreciate everybody. This is a record number of people I have in the chat right now that's watching right now. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on X. Forming on his Twitter and on Instagram, man. Shout out to everybody that's showing love to Coach David Maryland. He is the next offensive coordinator at Live Oak High School, man. Shout out to him. And y'all, everybody, everybody on the show love Coach Maryland, his insights, and the football that he knows and the knowledge that he shares with us every week, man. But shout out to Brett Robinson, shout out to Tyler Gilbert, Billy Mattingly, Benny Hunter, my boy Houston, who comments on Twitter or X. I still can't say X. I'm just say Twitter.
Yeah.
It just don't roll off your tongue.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach Fleet, man. But man, like I said, we proud of you, man. I'm definitely gonna be watching.
Appreciate that.
I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it, bro. And one thing I will say, me and Coach Fleet trains a lot of athletes in the Tangipahoa area. And the kids spoke highly of you, man. On the ones that we have trained from St. Thomas spoke highly of you, bro. So like I said, man, keep going, bro. Because
I
that's one
appreciate
thing,
that.
because them kids gonna tell the truth.
Oh yeah,
Especially,
absolutely.
especially them high school kids.
Oh
They'll
yeah,
say
absolutely.
anything. That
Absolutely.
they'll let anything come out their mouth.
Yeah.
They made me change the way I dress, coach.
Come
They
on,
told
man.
me, you know what I'm saying? We come from the era of long baggy shorts. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like we ain't show a lot of thighs when we
Yeah.
was coming. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Man, they clowned me so bad one day. I had to change my whole wardrobe, bro.
Come on,
I had
man.
to go, man. I'm telling you, bro, man. They got on me, man.
Come on.
What's Jermaine Spencer? You know Jermaine Spencer.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, he talked about me so bad, man.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna hold their tongue too much, man. But coach, let's get into it, man. I want to get into I want to get to this game. Lions and the Rams looking pretty good over there, man.
Yeah, man. I think they just went halftime. The Lions up 21-17 right now.
21-17, man. Like it looked like Jared Goff is getting his revenge, man. But let's run it down real quickly so we can get out of here, man. I definitely want you to enjoy the rest of your night, man. Once again, man, congratulations to your cousin.
I appreciate
a lot of people don't know this, but we real close cousins, man.
Yeah.
Pretty much grew up together, man.
Yeah, man.
So man, I'm proud of your brother too, man. I'm proud of your brother Donovan, man.
Yeah.
He said, where he's at now?
East
Iberville, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to him as well, man. It just I'm happy for y'all boys, man. Keep going, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
And we already know you're a man of faith, so we already know God gonna take you to places that you pray. So, man, shout out to you, man. But first thing on our list, man, Coach Saban, legendary coach Nick Saban retires, man. What's your take on that, man?
I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. Nicole, she probably up in there. Let me tell you something. When I called her and told her, I ain't gonna lie, bro, my legs went numb. Bro, I was surprised. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I knew it was gonna happen, but I ain't think it was gonna happen this time. I'm sorry, this early. Let me say that, man. And I kind of understand where he's coming from because, with this NIL, the transfer portal, bro, it's hard to keep up, man. It's like, I'll tell you, bro, you basically have to recruit all day, every day, man. And, and he just couldn't do it no more, man. And then you got people commenting saying, the level field is even. The playing field is even now, and he couldn't, give all the 5 stars like he normally do and stuff like that, man. But I don't think we'll ever see another one. He's in all sports, man. I think he's the greatest coach of all time, man. He done stuff I don't think we'll ever see again from somebody.
I agree. I don't think it's even close to being the greatest of all time, man. But I will say, as an LSU fan, I was the happiest, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you now. Look now. I had a lot of Saturdays where I was sad and just down and just depressed because of this man. You know what I'm saying? And just let me give you a backstory. So, I've been an LSU fan my whole life. Probably since I was 5-6 years old. So, mind you, when LSU won the championship under Nick Saban in 2003, this is when I was kind of, I always pay attention to football, but this is when I became a diehard LSU fan.
Mm-hmm.
When they actually started winning, you know what I'm saying? And he leaves. He goes to Miami. He spends the season in Miami. It didn't work out. Now, he could have chosen anywhere he wanted to go, but he comes to Alabama. And then he comes and stops us from winning. We won in 2007 under Les Miles. 2011, we was robbed of a championship from directly because of Nick Saban in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? We beat them in the regular season in the game of the century 9-6, and then we get double jeopardy. We play them in the Superdome. Our offense can't cross the 50-yard line all night long, bro. So it's bittersweet. Me and Nick Saban's relationship is bittersweet, man. You know what I'm saying? I recognize his greatness, but I hate his guts. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I recognize the greatness of what he did, all the historic defenses, the recruiter he was, the leader he was. Man, I don't think we will ever see anything as dominant in college football as Nick Saban, especially in this era, right? In this era, NIL. And I think, and that was Reggie Bush that made that comment. I reposted it on my Facebook.
Yeah.
So he was saying he doesn't have the control over these 5-star players anymore. And I would agree to a certain extent, right? I would agree to a certain extent because and this is why I would say that, because if you look at the last couple of years of Alabama, and since NIL has been a thing, that talent level has went down at Alabama. Now that players can transfer in and
Right.
out, and I think Nick Saban even made a statement saying that was one of the reasons why he did decide to retire, was because of NIL and the way college football was going. So the playing field was level, but you can't take away what he done before, though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not a fan of Nick Saban at all. You know what I'm saying? But I recognize greatness. You know what I'm saying? I know it had me, as a LSU fan, just in my feelings about it, bro. I was all Nick Saban back in 2003 when he won it with Matt Mock and Michael Clayton and Skylar Green and all these dudes, and Marcus Spears for ESPN now. Oh, I was a big Nick Saban fan then, but he crushed me as a kid, man. He crushed me as a kid, man. He went over there to Miami, left us with Les Miles and running the ball, running a toss dive every play, and then just to go over there to Alabama and beat us, 7 years? I know it's at least about 7 years straight.
Yeah.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's kind of bittersweet for me, man. I hate to see a great coach leaving, because I don't think we're gonna ever see great defense played again like that either. How you feel about that, man?
I don't think. Ooh, that's tough, man. I don't know about that one because of Kirby Smart. Because Kirby, Kirby, a disciple of Nick Saban, and Georgia ain't been bad on defense, man. Probably not if you go with the talent wise on one team defensively. I don't think you'll probably ever see that again, because you got so much pieces, man. Like with all the transfer portal and stuff like that, man. That's what NCAA really needed. Now the NIL, look, I'm all about players getting paid, to a certain extent, but this transfer portal, man, is killing high school recruiting. Bro, I'm struggling trying to get my two guys at UHI, try to get them recruited. All they keep talking about, well, coach, we looking at this kid, man, he just hit the portal. I hear that a lot, man. So if they can control that transfer portal, I think it'll be better. But I don't know, man. We'll see.
Man, and you made a good point about that transport portal, man. It's a lot of talented guys now I see in high school. Like, and I know Granville Anderson and Seth, what's Seth last?
Seth Gale.
Seth Gale. And I watched film of both of those guys, and those are college caliber athletes. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame. And I see some guys here in Tangipahoa Parish too that's not getting the looks that they 5-10 years ago. These guys will probably be at D1 schools playing football, and now they not even getting the looks that they should get. And now it's just to the point now where guys might have to start off NAIA just to even get a foot in the door and maybe transfer up. I think that's what college football is going, and Nick Saban realized that, and I think that was one of the reasons. I think had college football not have gotten to the NIL space and the transfer portal, Nick Saban probably coached another 10 years, man.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, he had the type of talent that he was used to getting in Alabama, but something has to be done. But man, let me shout out everybody in the comments right now. Ali Barnett says, "Congrats." That's not Mom's, is it?
No, it's Uncle Oliver.
Oh, wait a minute. I couldn't see the picture, man. My bad. Uncle Oliver, I apologize, man. Look. I couldn't see the picture, man. All I seen was, and if it would have said Oliver, I knew it exactly. It said Olive. So I said, I didn't see the picture. I had to really look. Unc, man, how you doing up there in New Jersey, man? How's the weather up there? How's the weather? How you doing, man? How you doing up there, Unc? I didn't realize, man. I apologize, man. I did not see your picture, bro. I didn't realize are we friends on Facebook, Unc? I didn't realize that, man. But I hope everything's going well up there in Jersey, man. I might get a load up there to come holler at you, man. Also, Trey Gibson, Big Maryland was a good coach, man. Is it Trey Gibson?
Trey Gibson.
Trey Gibson. Okay, shout out to you. Got a cute little baby as your profile picture. Big Maryland was a good coach, man. We appreciate Coach.
Yeah, man.
And if you didn't tune in earlier, he took the offensive coordinator position at Live Oak. We're gonna see him do great things out there as well. But man, shout out to Unc, man. What's been going on, man? I haven't seen you probably about 5-6 Bayou classes ago, man. you know what I'm saying? Come on down for Mardi Gras. Come on down for Mardi Gras, man. You can stay in my man cave. I got a nice little space for you back here. You can stay in the house, man. Come on, you ain't gotta get no hotel in there. Come on down, man. It's so good to hear from you. I'm sorry I did not see your picture down there, man. It's kind of hard to see when people post, man.
Yeah.
But shout out to Coach Saban, man. All those years, 6 championships at Alabama, 1 at LSU. We all know, how I feel about Coach Saban, whether it's good or whether it's bad, man. The man definitely was one of the greatest we ever seen that has ever done it. Trey, so say it one more time. Trey Gibson. Tell him, get it right. Yes, I see. I'm gonna be in the stands this year. I support my peoples. Hey man, we definitely appreciate you supporting the platform, and we definitely appreciate you supporting our boy Coach Maryland, because he's gonna go over there and get things right over there at Live Oak. What district is that? That's what district is that? Do you know?
District 5A.
5A.
You see, you got Walker, Denham Springs, East Ascension, Dutchtown, Prairieville.
Got some dogs in that division.
And Live Oak. Am I missing somebody? I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Dutchtown.
Did you say Denham Springs?
Denham Springs, Walker.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Is Saint Amar in that district or no?
Saint Amar. That's what I'm missing. Saint Amar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I figured that's in the same area. It'd be crazy if they wasn't in that district.
Yeah, Saint Amar. It's a tough district, man.
There's some dogs, man.
You got Walker. Some dogs, right? Walker, they went to the quarterfinals this year. They were good. They were real good. Dutchtown, they went to the semifinals. They ended up losing to they ended up losing to Zachary. Crazy as it was, man. That weather was bad. Dutchtown was up 28-13. 28-13 on Zachary. They had to call the game because the weather was bad.
Right.
Man, come back that Saturday. Zachary came back and beat them. 31-28, something like that.
Bro, I think that was unfair. But talking about, I think they should have called that game. If you ask me, because I mean they had a sizable enough lead to where that's kind of like what happened in that Super Bowl when the lights went out in the dome that year. It was the Ravens. Who was the Ravens and 49ers?
The 49ers, yeah.
It was similar to that, and the 49ers almost came back and won that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think they should have called that game. I seen that. I thought that was unfair, man.
Yeah.
So what happened? They had enough time to go home and game plan what had actually happened.
That's exactly what happened. I said, "Better go stay up." Zach, coach, I would have done the same thing too. They stayed up all night. They got the access, like the huddle inside, sky coach stuff like that. They probably went back and broke it down. How they gonna stop this? What to attack and all that. And they came back, bro. I think it was 31. I think it was 31-28. I think Zachary had came back and they won.
It was crazy. Dog.
Yeah,
because I didn't see the highlights or anything, but I always report the scores on the platform, and I was looking at that game. And said, okay, it's been postponed. Usually, I thought they would just call it because they had such a sizable lead before that was crazy. And I thought, man, them kids was cheated out of us.
See, that's why our game had got moved up. I think our game got moved up to 6 o'clock. I think because the weather was bad. It got bad. Now we went to Laplace, but it didn't rain or anything when we was there, man. But on the way back, man, the weather was real bad.
Yeah, y'all played. Yeah, that was that St. Charles game, right?
Yeah, man. I wish we would have played at 7. I ain't lying. They had to postpone it. Hey, I know we'd have to make that trip back up there. I ain't lying to you.
Bro, man, but that was a very unfortunate situation on that end. But let's get it to Nick Saban's replacement, Caden DuBois, man. You think he a good fit at Bama, bro? What you think about that, man? He not a guy from down south, bro.
I know that's gonna be the thing. Can he recruit?
Can he recruit?
Be the main thing. I thought it was a good hire. Honestly, nobody else. I mean, Dan Lanning, he turned it down and gave him a contract extension. Mike Norvell, Florida State gave him a contract extension.
Yeah,
I was surprised though. I was surprised they didn't reach out to my boy Lane Kiffin.
I was nervous. I was nervous. I was over here like, Lord Jesus, please don't let Lane. It's gonna be because I thought that was the obvious succession plan. To be honest with you, Lane Kiffin spent some time as OC at Bama, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 1 or 2 seasons under Nick Saban. And he went to FIU and spent some time there before he got that Ole Miss job. So I thought Lane Kiffin was the obvious replacement.
Right.
I truly did. I thought Lane Kiffin was the obvious replacement, and I'm so glad they didn't. This hire seems safe for LSU and the SEC. For me, I mean, I know what Caden DuBois has did. Like I said, I reported earlier, he has won everywhere he has went. He has let me see if I still have it pulled up here. let's see if I still have it pulled up. Let me go back a couple spaces here. Caden Dubois. Okay. So let me read out to what he has done over his career. I mean, now this is some lower level football, but he has won everywhere he has won. He's been at Sioux Falls, East Southern Illinois, Eastern Michigan, Fresno State, Indiana, Fresno State as a head coach, Washington as a head coach, and now he's at Alabama. He has 104 wins to 12 losses in his career, which is impressive. I don't care where you coached at. It could be Backyard University. You know what I'm saying? That's impressive, 104 wins to 12. I don't care what level, high school, pros, and it doesn't matter.
No doubt.
But he is a winner nonetheless, man. But I'm looking at these schools that he's been at. East Coast, up north, West Coast. He's a guy from North Dakota. Actually, I'm sorry, South Dakota. He's from South Dakota. He doesn't have a lot of ties to the South. So I just want to know, does he know this recruiting base? And can he get guys to Alabama, bro? Because he's not Nick Saban.
I agree. Man, I think I got an alert on Bleacher Report maybe an hour ago. He had another 5-star receiver decommitted from Alabama.
I seen that. So, and a cornerback too.
Yeah. See, I mean, he need to go up there and try to keep all those guys there. You got to just recruit, man. Try to get your name out there. He good now. Look, I don't know if people really kept up with Washington this year. Washington was good offensively, bro. They put up some numbers. He got a unique scheme, man, that you don't really see a lot of people do too, man.
Who that? You talking about DeBoer?
DeBoer, yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked his offensive scheme. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't know, man. Because here's my thing. Like I said, I've been driving trucks for the last 7 years. I've been to Tuscaloosa many times. It's nothing impressive about Tuscaloosa, man. It's nothing impressive about Tuscaloosa, bro. It's just not. It's like a Hammond. It's like a Hammond, but not as nice. So so there you go. So it's just gonna be interesting to see, because I don't think people realize, if you take out Brad Bryant, what Brad Bryant did at Alabama, and you take away what Nick Saban did at Alabama's an average school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Alabama's an average school outside of that. So it's going to be interesting to see. Like Ryan Clark went on ESPN and said, get ready for Alabama to win 7 or 8 games again, a year. And that's kind of the standard. I'm not so sure that's not far-fetched, man, because take away Nick Saban, what's attractive about Alabama?
I mean, I agree.
And then I seen Eli Rick's brother. I can't think of his name right now. He decommitted. So a lot of people are saying LSU was a favorite to get him. So, and I don't know. Did you hear this? I don't know how true this was. They said Jalen Milroe had entered the transfer portal. Did you hear anything about that?
That was fake. That was fake.
So.
Yeah, that was fake. I saw that. That was somebody put it on Twitter, but that was fake.
Okay, so I kind of figured that, because I thought that'd be a more big of a headline.
Because I think that was just yesterday. Him and DeBoer, man, they was talking. They hugged each other. They were chopping it up. After he had a team meeting yesterday with the with Alabama guys. And, they had a video with him and Milroe. They was talking. Like everything will be good.
That's interesting to see. And you know what? That system that he runs, I would love to see what Milroe gonna do in that system that he runs.
Right.
It's a lot to get the ball out your hand quick, screens, all that type of thing. And did we get to talk about that championship game, Michigan and Washington? Did we talk about that? I don't think we did, but no. I really thought they should have stuck with that screen game that they had in that game, and maybe did some tempo to kind of offset that pass rush.
Yes,
that was my only critique of the ball in that game. It's like they had every opportunity to take control of that game, but they just didn't take it.
Too. Man, it was just weird, man, because all season Penix, he was on, man, rolling. And I don't know if the stage was too big for him or what, man, but he was overthrowing receivers. Receivers were wide open. I was looking like, what the hell? I just couldn't believe it.
Right. It was taboo, bro. I don't think because the game was I don't think we talked about that because it was Monday. Yeah. So it was a day after we went live.
Yeah.
So I wish I would have put it as a topic, but we can discuss a little bit now. I thought they should have went with some tempo to kind of slow things down on that pass rush, that because that was the only thing that was really keeping them from really moving the ball was their pass rush. I thought they should have did more tunnel screens, what they was doing with the screen game, and did tempo. They was running the ball pretty effectively at times.
Yeah.
It was just a weird game, man. I feel like they didn't make, and that's my only thing about DeBoer, man. You know, on the biggest stage, you know, Penix was off, but I feel like they could have did something to help Penix out, get the ball out of his hands quicker, something. I feel like they didn't do enough because their defense was shaky early on, right? They gave up those two. I mean, pretty much just walked in the end zone, runs. You know what I'm saying? They didn't stop the run game at all the first couple drives, but Washington's defense did make the adjustment though. You know what I'm saying? And they did start to, to hold them out of the end zone, a couple 3-and-outs. And I said, okay, this is Penix's time. I think the game got to like 10-17, right?
Yeah.
I think it got like 10-17, and I said, okay, going to halftime, it's like, okay, this is anybody's game. Washington had the momentum going into halftime. It's just like they didn't make the necessary adjustments. I said, well, they're gonna come out and do some tempo, right? Because and you correct me if I'm wrong, but tempo kind of helps slow down the pass rush, right? I mean, you're gonna wear that D line out.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a necessary adjustment for them to make, bro. I'm like, okay, they're gonna come out with some tempo because they have an offense to do that, right? They have that type of offense to spread you out. So I don't know why they didn't go with tempo. I feel like they could have killed Michigan because Michigan probably hadn't seen tempo all year.
Right.
Name one team in the Big 12 that runs tempo. Maybe Ohio State at times. Maybe.
That's a big maybe. I don't think they really do it that much.
Exactly. I feel like they could have shook things up had they ran tempo. So that's my only thing about DeBoer, man. You're gonna have to really coach in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna face some defenses, bro. Like, you're gonna face some LSU. Well, I can't put us in that category no more. But traditional LSU, but traditional LSU defenses, Georgia and Texas is now in this thing. Oklahoma is playing better defense. Like Auburn always has a nice solid defense, and so you're gonna have some defenses, bro. Like you ain't about to put up all those numbers like that in the SEC, not as easily as you did in the Pac-12. So this is a safe hire for, when it concerns the LSU and the rest of the SEC. If you ask me, this is pretty safe. I was worried. I was standing up all night thinking, if Lane Kiffin, they introduced Lane Kiffin as the next head coach, we in trouble, man. But let me tell you why, though.
I was very, bro. I love Lane Kiffin. That is my guy when it comes to this play calling and stuff like that. I was very, very, very surprised Alabama did not reach out to him.
It was a surprise, but let me get to the comments right quick.
Okay.
Trey Gibson said I gave them the work my last shift high. So you coached Trey Gibson?
I coached him at Struma, bro. He was one of the fastest receivers around, dog. He was he was legit, dog.
Shout out to Trey Gibson, man. You brought some people up in here tonight, bro. I've never heard some of these. I mean, shout out to Trey, man. Shout out to y'all that's in the comments. Shout out to everybody that's watching. I think we broke a streaming record tonight. I know we had over 20 people in the chat at one time. As soon as I was boring y'all half to death when I was here by myself with nobody up here. Coach Maryland come up here, fan favorite, and here y'all go. Y'all send me all these comments and everything. But shout out to Trey Gibson. Also, Landon Folks said best running back coach in the house, David Maryland Jr. Man. I know you had some experience with running backs.
Yeah, I coached running backs my second year at Walker. Because I didn't coach at all. Only position I ain't never coached.
You've been around town a little bit, huh?
Yeah,
been around. I didn't know you was at a Scroomer.
That's why I first started out. Man, let me tell you something. I've been at 7 schools and going on 13 years. I've been at Struma. I went to Parkview Baptist for 2 years. I went to Walker High. I coached Landon Folks. I was there for 2 years. I left there, went to Catholic for 4 years. I left Catholic, went to St. Thomas Aquinas. I was there for 2 years. Left there, went to U High for a year. And now I'm at my 7th school. Now I'm at Live Oak. I need to stay around because I keep moving around, man.
Hey, 7 a lucky number. I think this is going to be it for you, though.
I hope so.
This going to prepare you up there. This 7 is a lucky number, man. I pay attention to the universe, man. That's a lucky number, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's coming in here supporting Coach Maryland, man, because I'm not so sure how I'm reaching this many people tonight, but I thank everybody that's in the chat right now, man. It's definitely some some people that's chiming in tonight, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It's every Sunday, North of the Lake Weekly Sports Talk Live with your boy Money Mun. Coach David Maryland joins us pretty much every week, man. Give us some a lot of insight that the fans definitely enjoy, man. So shout out to everybody that's in. We got another comment from Landon Folks. That man made the running backs at Walker something special, man. I love to hear that, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That group, let me speak on that group. I had Landon was one of them. I had Jalen Hills. Easily, he's the best zone back I ever coached. That's how I have some film. I just have to find it, dog. When I say he knew when to make the cut at the right time. Then I had another one named Tristan. What was Tristan last name? I forgot Tristan's last name, but I'll tell you, I think I had him as a sophomore. Because when I say I think his sophomore year, he rushed for 18 touchdowns.
Wow, man.
Tristan was good. I had a really good group at Walker. Actually, overall, we were pretty damn good, because I look at it too, man. Tristan Taylor, that's right, yeah, Tristan Taylor. Because before I got there, man, Walker wasn't all the facilities that you see that was at Walker. They didn't have none of that.
I remember when I was at Walker too, yeah.
And Jason St. Pierre, he was the principal, man. He had a vision. Man, he said, this is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, and that. That's exactly what they did too, man. Now you talk about some of the best facilities in the state, Walker High.
Walker High got in a while, man. I ain't been a Walker High. Bro.
Walker High has some of the best facilities in the state. And I'm serious about that.
I've heard that, but it's been a while since I've been out there at Walker, man. But shout out to Landon Folks. Landon Folks said y'all was 0-10 before you came there, man.
Yeah, man.
I hadn't won a game in 6 years before you, man. So that's big love. That's big love.
Man, I remember getting that phone
and that was the thing, too. That was the thing. I remember like Walker being like a school that people played on homecoming night.
Yeah.
Like, and that's no disrespect, but that's just what it was. I've been around a while now. So, I remember Walker when they was kind of down and everything like that. I remember Independence went out there one time, and this was the Jasmine Dalton and Chris Banks. Shout out to Chris Banks. Chris Banks come here sometime. That was their year. I remember they went out there and put it on them boys out there at Walker some years ago, man. So that was actually the last time I've been out there at Walker. That's been a while ago. Man, Chris older than me, so I know Chris about 35, 36 or something like that now.
If you go out there, bro, it'll blow your mind. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm about to check that out.
But yeah, man, I remember getting that phone call. I was at Parkview Baptist. I got a phone call out of the blue from the head coach, Brandon Lawler. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He one of the smartest football coaches I've been around. Man, this joker know offense and defense. He could call it both. Man, he just called me out the blue and offered me a position. And I'm looking, I'm like, now why would I leave a team that I just was part of the team and we just went to the Dome? Why would I leave a team to go to another team that was 0-10 the previous year? But again, when you have a unique opportunity presented to you, don't pass it up.
Pass it up, man. So you went from a Strummer to Walker, right?
No, I went from a Strummer to Parkview Baptist.
Okay, to Parkview Baptist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To Parkview Baptist, man. And my ain't gonna lie, man, I knew I wanted to coach football, but I was like, man, I really wanted to see how a program is really ran. And man, I went to Parkview, bro. It was just like, it wasn't nothing against a Strummer, man. We was all babies, man. It was me, Donovan, Kenny, Kendall, my homeboy J. Joe, he the head coach at East Iberville. Then my other homeboy, Coach Seals, he the O-line coach at U High right now. Man, we were just babies to the game, man.
Right.
Man, then when we left there, man, I told myself, bro, I was like, look, I really want to go somewhere and see how a program is really ran. Man, that's when I got the opportunity, at Parkview Baptist, man. Rest in peace, Coach Gilliard. Man, he gave me an opportunity, man. I'm forever thankful for that, man, bro. Because I was able to see how a program is really ran. Because, back then, man, Parkview was one of the elites in the state, man.
Yeah, Parkview is like a legit, like, you know, they
Yeah,
up there with the West Monroes and the
yeah, man.
Evangels and all
Yeah,
these top programs in Louisiana. I
yeah,
think of lately they've been kind of on the downside of things. I mean, by their
yeah,
standards at least, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You
yeah.
know, but Parkview Baptist was that team in 3A a while
Right,
ago.
right.
I don't know what they are they still in 3A, but
Yeah,
they was that.
they in three. They in the district with well, they was in the district with us. Like, well, not with us, but with Parkview Baptist. But if I tell you this, man, you ain't gonna believe me. I don't know if it passed or not. You know, they do the reclassification, you know, redistrict and all that. Man, I saw, man, it might be a district with Springfield,
Oh, you told me that. Yeah.
Albany. I was like, what
Oh
in
my
the
God.
hell? I was like, they go win district for the next. And look, it's
20 years.
nothing against those schools, man, but they gonna probably win district for the next 20 years.
It's nothing against them, but them schools, they don't have an organization
That's what I'm
like
saying.
a historic program like Parkview Baptist got. And, you know, I
That's
know
what I'm saying.
both those programs are right down the road from me. So,
Yeah.
and you know that we've been around here a long time. So it is weird. But shout out to Landon folks. Landon, so Coach Lawley was a wizard that man lived and breathed football.
Dog,
I know coaches like
I'm telling you, Lawley was a different animal when it came to football, bro. I'm like, I ain't look. You'll never hear me say nothing bad about him, bro. He a good dude, bro. You know, I
shout
respect.
out to him.
He was the one gave me the phone call to come to Walker. He gave me
Let
an
me
opportunity.
so is that like a coaching pool number? Like, how do people just get your number and randomly call you up like that?
Let me tell you something. I never forget. I was in Walmart on Seagan Lane. I would never forget this, bro. I was at Walker on Seagan Lane. I mean, at Walmart on Seagan Lane. Man, a random phone call. Man, he told me who he was. I met Lawler maybe 1 or 2 times because he graduated from Parkview. And you know, I talked to him just a little bit. And he called me. He said, "Hey man, look, I just got the head job at Walker High. You know, man, I'd love for you to come over here and join." You know, man, I'm thinking that when I was at Parkview, we just left from the dome. We had lost to U High at 14. Yeah, we lost to U High 46, 31 or 32, something like that. And man, I had to really think about it. And then I asked for a meeting with Coach Maya. He was the head coach at the time at Parkview. It was him and Coach Giai. You know, I kind of presented it to him, man. You know, Coach Giai was all for it, man, because he joked with me and said, man, yeah, man, I think it'd be a good fit because I know you like to throw the ball. Because, you know, Parkview is flex ball. You look at that about what 90 run, 10% pass. You know, and stuff like that. Which it was a standard. It wasn't nothing wrong with that because nobody couldn't stop it. And you know, and Coach Dieter, who's the offensive coordinator, who I have mad respect for. I have mad respect for. And he'll tell you this. Anytime I get an offer about a job, he's one of the guys I'm calling. And he's going to keep it real with me. He gonna tell me what's real or not. You know, and you know, shout out to him, man. And man, I took the position, man. I didn't look back. I enjoyed those 2 years at Walker. Honestly, we had some really good kids. So I mean, some really, really good kids.
Yeah, man. So you've been at some of the top programs in Louisiana, man. That's a really impressive resume, man. That's a really impressive resume, man. But that's not some of these topics out, and we'll get to it. I already know we're gonna get some comments, so we're gonna kind of backtrack a little bit, but kind of in the same week, man. The same news, man, with Bill Belichick. What did I do with that topic? I'm still looking for. But anyway, Bill Belichick out with the Patriots, man. How do you feel about Coach Bill Belichick? You know, another coach, him and Nick Saban, is kind of on the same plane when it comes to coaching, man. Both great coaches, man. Bill Belichick out with the Patriots, man. Is you know, it's been most of my life. I can't even remember the Patriots without Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? And
I think Belichick got there when I was in 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade. I remember when he got hired though. And look, man, was it time? I think so. You know, because now the narrative that's gonna hold over his head now that he couldn't win without Tom Brady.
Right.
You know, people gonna hold it over his head. So I'm curious to see, what his next move is. Now I saw people talking about he going to Dallas. That's not going to happen. And the
Nah,
reason why I say that, because Bill Belichick will have some kind of say so over that roster. You ain't doing that in Dallas, long as Jerry
nah,
Jones living. You ain't doing that.
absolutely not.
So, man, I'm surprised. Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. I'm not surprised. You know, I'm. I would say he probably left for his own terms, but I think it was like a mutual agreement between him and Robert Kraft. So I'm curious to see what he gonna do. I'm very curious to see what he gonna do.
And that's what it seems like, with that press conference. I seen the press conference him and Robert Kraft had together, and it was kind of like a mutual agreement. And Robert Kraft said something interesting to me, man. It was almost like, I don't want to say disrespectful, but I didn't think it would, how old folks get. They start talking now and they don't care what they say, and they get to that age that Robert Kraft is. He was like, some of the younger coaches are starting to catch up to what we was doing, or something of that nature. And I'm like, wow, he really said that? You know what I'm saying? Like, to a great coach like Bill Belichick, and he kind of said it's time for a new direction. And we all could feel it, right? You know what I'm saying? The last couple of years, it's been so par for the Patriots standards. He went 9-8. The year before, he went, I want to say 4-13 this year with the
Something
Patriots.
like that.
So not bad, not horrible, compared to what they have done. But he's aging. He's 72. He's up there in age, bro. So and I think and I think it was time for change. I think Landon make a good point. He said, I believe we are watching the world of coaching changes. All the greats are retiring. It's time for the new age of coaching. Man, Landon, bro, I agree with you 100%. I was talking to my pops about that earlier today. I have been telling my pops for like the last couple of years, I said, bro, I'm so ready to see the new era of football. We grew up on Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees. We grew up on what was the old. And I said, man, I can't wait till these guys retire because I want to see what's next. So now we're seeing the CJ Stroud, we seeing the Jordan Love ball today. We seeing all these new guys coming into even the new coaches like what's your boy from the Houston Texans?
DeMeco Ryans.
DeMeco Ryans. You see DeMeco Ryans coming in here and doing things, man. It's time, right?
Right.
I think it's time because I think when coaches stay so long, it doesn't open up opportunities for other people, especially in the league like the NFL where there's only 32 teams. Now, it's a little different on a college and high school level, right? Because there's so many opportunities that you can choose from. But in the NFL, it's not much pickings. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a lot to pick from. So I'm so glad to see this new era of football coming in because you're starting to see what a DeMeco Ryans can do, a young head coach. You're starting to see what a Sean McVay can do and a Kyle Shanahan can do, and with the 49ers and the Rams. It's refreshing, bro. It's refreshing because it's not the same old. Like, this year is the first year I feel like anybody can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's not the Patriots or who else was the Dogs, the Colts or somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's not the Peyton Manning teams anymore, bro. So now this was bittersweet because, like I said, we grew up on Bill Belichick. But to go back to the argument about Belichick couldn't win without Brady, I want everybody to see, man, you old enough to remember this. Man, you old enough to know Brady's first year when they played the greatest show on turf, at the time of the St. Louis Rams with Kurt Warner, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Falcon, them boys, bro. Listen to me. I want y'all to go look at Tom Brady's stats for that Super Bowl. Not great. He didn't play great in that game. He played, don't get me wrong. He made the plays when he needed to make it, but he wasn't playing great.
Right.
He did just enough. That defense carried the Patriots in that Super Bowl against the greatest show on turf.
Right.
I need y'all to know that. So Tom Brady is not Tom Brady without Bill Belichick's defense, especially early on. Now, as Brady got better as he aged, he got a whole lot better now. Don't get me wrong. He became the reason a little later on, but Bill Belichick is, in my opinion, he's responsible for that winning they did early on in Tom Brady's career. How you feel about that?
Oh, that's a good point. Ain't never really thought about it like that. That's a that's a really good point, honestly. And can we pull those stats up? Let me see from his first Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, bro, it was like, I think he might not even threw for 200 yards in that game. And you gotta remember, this was a different era of football too. They weren't throwing the ball. They weren't throwing the ball like now. The Rams was like kind of like an outcast at that time. They was throwing that thing. The Rams was like the first team that really, that they called them the greatest show on turf for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They called the Rams that for a reason because they were airing that thing. And they had Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce. They had what's the slot guy they had? Oh, I can't think of his name.
Azar King.
Azar King. I knew it was something Muslim or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And man, and Marshall Faulk was one of the greatest running backs that nobody ever talk about.
You're right.
Marshall Faulk was.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go at the stats if you got to pull it up.
Yeah, Tom Brady was 16 for 27, 145 yards.
It wasn't impressive, man.
And 1 touchdown.
It was not impressive, but he was like that new hot guy on the scene. He model looking, guy and all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
That made him a superstar.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I think that last drive when he set it up for that field goal for Adam Vinatieri, that's what got him to the Tom Brady we know now. But you just read the stats out. Tom Brady was not that guy early on. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady was not that guy. Shout out to Landon Folks. We are entering the new world. We are entering the world of high scoring, fast paced offense and little defense. You're absolutely right. He also said he took mediocre players at wide receiver and made them stars. Bill was one of the only coaches that could take no name talent and make them out of something. There you go, Landon, bro. I agree with you 100% because you can't give Tom Brady all the credit now.
Right.
Is he a big piece in that? Absolutely. But I think Tom Brady was a benefit of Bill Belichick's system too. Mm-hmm. Because like you said, he took some guys, bro, like Deion Branch. Mm-hmm. Deion Branch didn't go nowhere and do nothing else. Deion Branch was like a superstar with the Patriots.
Right.
And then you see when they finally got a guy like Randy Moss, what happened? They went 17-0. You know what I'm saying? They went 17-0, bro.
Yep.
So you can't give. I think it's equal. Now, and them latter years, Brady definitely did carry them, but they still had the Patriots. Anytime under Bill Belichick, the Patriots never had a terrible defense. They always had great defensive play. So, I know everybody gonna say, well, Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers and won a Super Bowl. Well, look how stacked that Buccaneers team was that year. Jameis Winston would have won a championship with that team had they surrounded Jameis Winston with Rob Gronkowski.
What? Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Jameis not a bad quarterback, y'all. I mean, he might turn the ball over, but I want you to go look at the NFL this year. See, look how many interceptions that Josh Allen threw. You know what I'm saying? Look at the interception count for some of your top quarterbacks this year. Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Jameis is right up in there with them. So, I mean, I'm not going to, I know it's not a Jameis Winston conversation, but just to compare the two to each other, let's give Bill Belichick his flowers. If we're going to give Nick Saban his flowers, we got to give Bill Belichick his flowers because we can make the same argument about Saban. Well, Saban always had a great offensive line and some decent quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. So it goes hand in hand. And I would say Saban really never had a great quarterback, to be honest. I mean, not a guy like Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow or Jaden Daniels. Like Saban never had that. He had Matt Jones, he had Jalen Milroe, he had Tua, who is however you feel about Tua. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's a great quarterback. That's my opinion, but but nonetheless, man, you've seen two great coaches go down this week. Now, I think Bill Belichick might have a little more in the tank. I think he's a little more wanting to still coach. And I threw it out there before you got on, coach. I'll take Bill Belichick over Dennis Allen any day of the week. He'll be a good bridge for us, bro. I'm not saying he's the long-term answer, but he'll be a bridge till we can get the right guy.
I don't know, cuz. I don't know, cuz. Now the discipline be better.
Right.
Because Belichick ain't with that dope nonsense. So I know the discipline, that'll be top priority.
I guarantee you, Jameis Winston wouldn't did what he did.
You know who I love to see Belichick with, though?
Who that?
The Atlanta Falcons.
I don't. Why would you want that? Why would you want him in our division?
I don't know. Hey, my reason, look, man, you bring Belichick down. Falcons ain't bad.
They're not bad.
Only offensively, they need a quarterback.
And I'm gonna tell you,
that's the only thing they missing offensively is a quarterback.
Falcons can get Jaden Daniels. It'd be scary. It'd be bad for New Orleans, but it'd be scary for the NFL, man.
I agree.
They are a quarterback away. Because Desmond Ritter, bro, can't throw a rock in the ocean. I'm always a supporter of the black quarterback, man. But bro, Desmond Ritter, I'm telling you, I'm gonna leave this alone. I promise I'm not gonna say anything about this for the rest of the year. What they got in Atlanta with Desmond Ritter and what Carolina got with Bryce Young is the worst quarterback play I've ever seen in the NFL ever. I done seen some backup quarterbacks come in and all that type of stuff. They was bad, bro. I'm not. It wasn't a lot of bright spots, and I try to find some bright spots, and I did not see any with Desmond Ritter and Bryce Young this year, bro. I just didn't see it. If the Falcons get a quarterback, that'll be something scary. Let's read this comment. We're gonna move on to the next topic. All Saban needed was a game manager at quarterback. He could take care of it. Exactly. Because that's all they really had. I mean, outside of Tua, who did they really have outside of Tua? Tua was probably the best quarterback they had. And I want you to think hard on that. I'm talking about the rest of them guys was average, bro. Miro probably was you could say Hurts. I'll put Hurts in that conversation. But based off what Hurts did at Alabama, you probably wouldn't even say him because he had better success at Oklahoma and he had better success in the NFL. But you got to think about it, right? You got to think about it.
All the quarterbacks Saban had at Alabama, we talking, right?
We're talking Alabama.
Tua
is probably number one, right? Though, right?
You give him number one over Hurts?
I would, because and this is the only reason why I get over Hurts, because he came into that championship game and won the game, and for that championship game against Georgia, that walk-off pass to our boy Devontae Smith, tangible whole parish legend from Amy, Louisiana, right down the road from us right here. And that's the only reason why I would give it over him, because he had to come into the game and kind of rescue the team in that championship game against Georgia. That's the only reason why I would give it to Tua over Hurts. So it'd be probably Tua the 1, Hurts 2, and maybe AJ McCarron 3, maybe. Because I can't think of too many more. I mean, you got to go down the list. I mean, it wasn't great. Matt Jones had a pretty good year, but don't get me wrong. Now we got to take away what he did in the NFL. Now let's take away what he did for the Patriots. His stats was pretty good at Alabama, but they had great talent around him.
That's what I'm saying. That's great talent. Bryce Young, bro. I was telling people, like, bro, when they say he go number one, I was like, bro, tell me what elite trait does Bryce Young have?
See, because let me tell you why you think like that, because you know football. You coach football. I like to think that I'm a high intelligent guy when it comes to football myself. You know what I'm saying? And I pay attention to the obvious. I don't go with the narrative of, well, he's the Heisman Trophy winner, so he must be the best player in the country. That's not always the case. Sometimes the Heisman Trophy winner just so happen to be on the best team with the best talent and in the best system. And that's what Alabama is, right? And I seen Bryce Young. He was undersized. He wasn't the fastest guy. He didn't have the strongest arm. He didn't throw the ball on time. It was a lot of things you can check off on this list that wasn't great, before you can say what was great about him. Like what was, like, I agree with you. And it was like another situation. Like I can compare it to this situation when the Chicago Bears picked Mitch Trubisky over Deshaun Watson. I was like, what are y'all doing? Yeah. Like, did you not see Deshaun Watson take Bama to the brink one time and probably should have won? Right. And then Bama in the championship game, he was the best player on the field both years. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
CJ Stroud was obviously the best player, the best quarterback in that draft. And we discussed that a couple episodes ago. I mean, I put the stats up for everybody. Do I still have the stats? Let me see if I still have those stats. Yeah, here we go. So here we go. You know what I'm saying? Here are the stats. Here's the comparison to Bryce Young and CJ Stroud in the NFL at this point. It's not even close. And CJ Stroud balled. I mean, just straight out balled. We're gonna get into that a little later, but let's move along to the top. Let's try to run through this. We kind of getting late in the program.
Because Mahomes to do tomorrow.
Too much for me. It's MLK Day. I'm off. Me and old lady probably eat down in New Orleans or something. Find some black-owned establishment and try to spend our money. But Mahomes and the Chiefs, too much for the Dolphins, man. First of all, let's give a background. It was like negative 20 degrees out there in Kansas, bro. Let me tell you, I just came from a lot of y'all know I am a truck driver. I came from Independence, Missouri. Oh my God, bro, it was so cold out there, man.
Come on,
I was like, man, bro, listen to me, man. It had ice everywhere, man. It just that little region, bro, is like, it's flat ground. It's like nothing to stop that wind, and it was negative 27 degrees out there in Kansas City, man. And I knew the Dolphins was gonna have problems with that because they out there in Miami. Miami, on this worst day in the summer, in the wintertime, it might get 60, 70 degrees. You know what I'm saying? They out there on the beach.
Let me ask you a question. Let me revert back to you. I know you say you drive truck stuff like that. How you handle driving that big ass truck in that type of weather like that though? When it be snowing and ice and all that.
Let me tell you, bro. I've been doing it for so long now. I've been doing it for over. I think this is going on my 8th year now, bro. And it's just about really taking it slow. See, we have an advantage in the truck because what I don't like in cold weather is light loads. In other words, like if they barely put anything on my trailer because that makes the truck more susceptible to movement. Like the ice and everything. But if I got a nice little load, it gives me more traction. You know what I'm saying? Because the tires are sinking more onto the highway. And it's just about taking it slow, bro. I done been in some bad weather. Matter of fact, bro, I'm gonna do a live one day. I got like a lot of like videos on my Snapchat and stuff that comes back over the years. I done been in some bad weather out there, man. It's just about experience and taking it slow, bro. I mean, so and then you got to know when to get off the road. Like sometimes you can't play hero, and trying to be too greedy. That be my problems at times. That's my problem at times, trying to be, trying to get the load there and everything. But it's about taking it slow, bro. To be honest with you, that's all it's about, man. But I knew the Dolphins gonna have a problem out there, man. I done had some experiences, bro. Like, that's another conversation, bro. That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah,
man. We're gonna talk off the record on some of the stuff I done seen. I got videos I can send you that will shake you up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And it's bro, like when I'm out there, it's like, okay. First of all, I couldn't imagine living in a region like that, bro. Like just having to deal with that. Like snow is a pain in the ass, bro.
Yeah,
like it really is. Like everything stopped. Like you gotta it's snow plow. It's too much, bro. Like I couldn't deal with that on a day-to-day basis, bro. Like no way I could deal with that. I'm glad we from where we from, man. To be honest, bro, I could not deal with that. You couldn't pay me enough to go out there and deal with that on a daily basis, man. On a daily basis, bro. But I've been doing it for 8 years, so it's kind of it used to scare me, but now it's like I know what to do. You got to take it slow. You got to take your time. And you got to know when to get off the road. They're just simple as that. And what they got out there now is like it was like -20. So in that type of weather, bro, like that means the road's gonna ice. That means like even if the snow plows and everything get everything caught up in it, but if it continues to snow and cars keep running over the snow and trucks, it's gonna start packing that ice. The snow gonna turn into ice if it's that cold because it's not gonna melt.
Yeah.
So people don't realize like how dangerous of a situation that is, man.
Yeah.
They don't realize that, bro. But I seen the Dolphins out there, man, and I said they don't have a chance.
They didn't, bro. I look, if it had been, I don't think if it wouldn't have been that cold, if it wasn't all that snow and all that, I think it probably could have been a different ball game. But Tua can't play in cold weather, man. And then the Chiefs, man, they just really used to it. That's all they do. They play in cold weather, stuff like that. But am I surprised the way the Dolphins lost? No, I'm not. But I'm still curious to see what Mahomes. I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl. I would tell the people I don't think the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
I'm just not gonna count him out, right? Because he's been there before. He's still Patrick Mahomes. He don't have the weapons he had in previous years, bro. I don't know what's going on with Travis Kelce. I think what's her name? Taylor Swift and did something.
Taylor Swift.
He need to find something else, man, because he ain't been the same since she came.
Hey, man, they baby put so much stuff on there, man. How she be walking into the stadium. You got camera crew following her around, customized jacket and stuff. Then it's like every time they throw the ball to Travis Kelce, what they gonna do? They go point the camera up there in the booth.
It's ratings.
Oh, it's absolutely.
Money. Yeah. And the NFL is eating it up. It's ratings, bro. Yeah. It's ratings. And the NFL is eating it up, man. The NFL is eating it up. But I can't rule the Chiefs out, but it didn't surprise me the way the Dolphins played because the Dolphins has been inconsistent. If you watch them, like sometimes they can put up 7 and then they have a game like that to where they can't really get the play. They can't really get Tyreek the ball enough.
Right.
So it just, and then I don't believe in Tua, bro. As an NFL quarterback, I just do not believe in Tua as an NFL quarterback. I just think he's missing something. He missing something, bro. I don't know if it's the arm strength or the ability to escape pressure.
I think it's delivery. I think his delivery or some throws are really, really late. Yeah, and I hate to say that. I'm left-handed too, and when I was watching him, maybe it's the weather. I don't know, but I think Mike McDaniel, I think he his strengths to what he trying to do with Tua. I think he putting it all out there, honestly, for Tua. But some of his throws, man, if you look at it, man, get out so damn late, man.
Yeah, it just look, and I don't mean to put down left-handed guys, but it's always something like I seen this with Vic. I seen this with Vic where sometimes it just it's like scrambling to the right side and trying to throw, but it's something about it just something about Tua that I just don't quite trust. Shout out to Landon folks. He said the game that shot me the most was the Cowboys game. Their defense didn't show up and they let a mediocre Packers team beat them. It's time for the Cowboys to move on with Mike McCarthy. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna get into that. Hold on. I'm gonna save that one. Just bear with me, Landon. Trust me, we're gonna get a cowgirl. We're gonna get on the cowgirls in a minute, man. Just trust me. But let me read out the stats for the Chiefs. And so Tua was 20 or 39, 199 yards, a touchdown, interception, very mediocre numbers. Patrick Mahomes did show up. He did enough to win it. He didn't do anything crazy. He veteran Patrick Mahomes, 23-40 of 41, 262 yards through the air, touchdown. They was very effective. Isaiah Pacheco on the ground, 89 yards. Mahomes had a couple nice scrambles. Rashee Rice went out for 8 catches, 130 yards, and a touchdown. It was just same old from the Chiefs, bro. They just did enough to win the game. And that's what scares me, man. I think they got a chance, coach. I can't rule the Chiefs out, and I've been wanting to, right? But I'm gonna tell you who really scares me. We're gonna get that the Houston Texans, man. I think they can win the AFC. I truly do. But we're gonna say that too. Let me just
okay. All right.
Actually, that's the next topic. So Texans and Press versus the Browns. Man.
Dog. I sat here. I'm pointing in my seat right here. I sat right there. DJ Stroud made another throw, and I just started laughing. And I text my homeboys. I said the Panthers are set back for another 20 years.
20 years easy. Because the quarterback ain't get hit like that no more. So
yeah.
he got a good 20, bro. And was surprised and what he looked like he done been here before. Like the dude is a rookie, dog.
Yeah.
And like I said, you said that. Let's put the stat back on the screen. You said they set back another 20 years, might be another 30, because what's the chances of you drafting another quarterback and getting it right? You know what I'm saying?
And look what they gave up, though.
Look what they gave up. Look at these stats. It's not even close. It's almost double. Everything that CJ Stroud did almost doubled what Bryce Young did. Touchdowns is way past double, man. You see what he's doing in the playoffs, man. CJ Stroud, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. CJ Stroud is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Okay.
And I call it the way I see it, bro. I don't wait on somebody on ESPN to tell me what my eyes see, bro. And then the offensive coordinator, I heard he's getting job offers right now, and he should, because
he need to stay. I know he did. He should, but I think he needs to stay.
Needs to, because his stock is going to go up if he can repeat this next year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they win a Super Bowl, go ahead and do what you got to do, dog. Now, if they make it to Super Bowl, he should go. But bro, it's impressive, man. What DeMeco Ryans is doing with the Browns. Joe Flacco turned back into Joe Flacco. He had been kind of like the Cinderella story, the comeback player of the year, and all this type of stuff. But Joe Flacco turned right back into Joe Flacco. Let me read the stats. Let me get y'all the stats right quick from this game. CJ Stroud went off, man. CJ Stroud is looking like a top 5 quarterback in the league as a rookie. He was 16 of 21, 274 yards through the air, an average of 13 yards per completion, man. 3 touchdowns, a 98 QBR, 157 passer rating. He had a decent running game. They ran for 76 yards. Nico Collins, John Mechie out of Alabama. They was balling. You know what I'm saying? But it's impressive, man. What do you think about the Texans, bro?
No, Shoot, man, I was sitting here watching them. I was like, that's crazy.
Michaela Wilson said he needs a black woman. Who are you referring to?
Wait, what?
Who are you referring to? You know Michaela Wilson?
A black woman?
He needs a black. Who's we talking about earlier? Are we talking about Tua or Patrick Mahomes? I think she's talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, Mahomes. Oh,
had to be talking about Patrick. Look. We're gonna try to keep it on this platform for the sake. Now look, we got a lot of people in here. We not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate the support, Michaela Wilson. I'm assuming you talking about Patrick Mahomes. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? To Michaela, to each his own. But let's go back to Landon Folks. Landon Folks said, I'm not defending Bryce Young, but if he had an offensive line and some more receivers, he had Landon. I want to buy into that. I want to buy into that, bro, but it just didn't. I mean, I didn't see no hope. Like, he had 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, bro. Like, I didn't see anything that suggested had he been on. I don't know who got the bet. Had he been on the Dallas Cowboys, I don't think he could have did any better. It just doesn't. He didn't look. The lights look too bright for him at times. Oh, I don't know if you remember in that Saints game. In the Saints game, I think the first time we played them, Bryce Young was so shook up he lined up over the right guard for the snap. I've never seen a quarterback in the NFL do that. That's something that a little league quarterback would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids would do that. Like, I've been around little league football. Kids do that sometimes. They'll line up over the wrong. He lined up over the right guard for the snap in the Saints game. I'm sorry, bro. The moment, every moment looked too big for Bryce Young. He's not the biggest guy. He doesn't have the biggest arm. He's not the most accurate. He almost always has to create to throw the football. I tend not to trust quarterbacks like that in the NFL. And I made a comparison to Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is kind of like that as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure about him. We had to see it. But okay, so she cleared it up. Michaela Wilson said Travis Kelce needs a black woman. Hey, like I said, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But he was balling a little better when he had a sister. I do.
Yes, I'm saying Kelce did have a black woman at one point, man.
Yeah, he did. He did. That was weird. I was watching the game and all of a sudden it started going. Why did it start? I don't know why it did that. Something's going on with my iPad over here. I'm trying to watch this game with my iPad over here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was weird, man. But he said Caleb Williams will be a bust. His ego will be. I agree. His ego would be his downfall. I heard. Now I don't know about if you heard this, Landon, but I heard that he was trying to like get ownership in whatever team drafted him. That's kind of coming into the NFL. That's kind of a big ask, you know. Then you're trying to say what team can draft you. I don't see him as that type of player, bro. Like, I think Jaden Daniels is a better talent. You know what I'm saying? If I was a team, I probably would pick Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams because of the consistency, you know, of throwing the football down the field and not having to always create. Like, that's a misconception about Jaden Daniels. When Jaden Daniels threw the ball well, it was from the pocket, you know? So I don't know.
Whoa.
Go ahead. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So if you had the number one overall pick, no, you ain't gotta be number one overall. You ain't gotta be number one overall. If you had a number 5 overall pick, if you had to choose between, regardless of what team you own, who you general manager of, you'll take Jay Daniels over Caleb Williams?
Yes. And it could be some bias into this decision, but I'm gonna tell you why I like Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams. Because you look at both players, they are similar, right? They both can create outside the pocket. They both can throw on the run. They both can do all these things, right? Jaden Daniels is more dynamic of a runner. Jaden Daniels can hit his head on the goalpost. Caleb Williams is not capable of doing that. He's more powerful of a runner, but at times I felt like he let his athleticism get him in trouble. And it caused him to make poor decisions. I think Jaden Daniels is a better decision maker than Caleb Williams. You know, he knows when to run. He knows when to you know, Caleb Williams is kind of like a Johnny Manziel. I don't want to compare him to Johnny, but he's kind of that type of guy where he always has to create to make a play. It's like Patrick Mahomes, right? But not everybody's Patrick Mahomes. I don't think we're gonna see another Patrick Mahomes because people always like to say, like, just like Bryce Young, oh, he's the next Drew Brees. No, We never gonna see another Drew Brees. I'm sorry. We never gonna see another short guy like that light up the lead like Drew Brees did. And we never gonna
That's what
see
they
another
try to
Patrick
compare your
Mahomes.
boy to.
Who that?
Bryce Young.
But that's when. Oh, wait, you shouldn't say it to Drew Brees.
Yeah, they were trying to compare Bryce Young to Drew Brees.
But that's my exact point. We're not gonna see another Drew Brees. We're not gonna see another. We just not gonna see that again, man. So stop it. We're not gonna see another Patrick Mahomes. They're trying to compare Patrick Mahomes to They're trying to compare Patrick Mahomes to Caleb Williams or Caleb Williams to Patrick Mahomes. No, I don't think he has that type of ability like Patrick Mahomes had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's always some craziness. Like every time I watch Caleb Williams, I'm like, okay, that's luck. It's more luck to me. Like some of the plays he made. It's like in the NFL, them windows to throw the ball gonna get a lot slimmer. He's not I don't think he's as fast as Jaden Daniels. He's not gonna be able to get the edge. Like that's gonna catch up with you in the NFL. And Landon folks say I do nothing but keep up with football every day. It's my passion. People like Caleb Williams make me sick. You have the talent just to play the game. You have the talent, just play the game, leave all the other stuff, name and likeness at the door. Yeah. But these boys getting that money now. Landon, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't blame them for getting that bag.
Bro, they do 21 years old, gotta understand at a penthouse. I know it when I was 21, I ain't had nowhere near a penthouse when I was 21.
I was still at home with mama at 21, if you want to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was still at home with mama trying to figure out it was college for me or not. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's pretty much where I was at 21. You want me to keep real on this platform. I ain't gonna sit here and stunt. But I'm the same way. I'm a football nut, man. I'm an LSU nut, college football, love college football, but I'm not gonna lie to you, college football, it's not the same no more, man. I felt like it was so innocent before. I feel like college football was so innocent before, man. Now it's becoming something that's hard to watch for me. It don't have that same type of energy and passion. But let's move on. Let's move on to the Packers and the Cowboys.
Cuz if I had to put a number on it, people lost probably over maybe about $40-50 million today.
Easy.
With no problem.
But let me tell you, man, I don't know what it is. I think our Lord and Savior is trying to save me because every time, look, so I got locked out of FanDuel. Because I got an email that I signed up with that don't work no more. I can't get access. It's my old Southeastern email. That after so long you're not a student no more, they lock your email up. So if I got a Southeastern email, don't if you ain't been in school in a while, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But so I got locked out of all the sport betting thing. I tried to go on ESPN today and sign up for one, and they just kept kicking me out for some reason, bro. And I was gonna bet on the Packers today. I was gonna take the over.
That's the
same Packers.
Now the over, they covered the over. The over was 1.5.
And I knew that was gonna be that type of game because, bro, I've been paying attention to Jordan Love this year. Top 5 quarterback. Top 5. Well, I'm talking about on what I seen this year. Now, I'm not saying that he's better than Justin Herbert overall or Josh Allen or any of these other dudes who I might leave out this top 5. But when just seeing, dog, did you see him play today?
I did.
Dog, did he not look like a top 5 quarterback? He looked like the old Aaron Rodgers, bro. He looked like the old Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like them sidearm passes he was making.
Now he did make a few of them. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I was impressed with them.
It was flawless.
But I think too, you don't hear a lot of people talk about Matt LaFleur as a play caller. Dog, he was dialing them up, bro.
Oh, he was, man.
Dog, he was dialing them up, and Jordan Love was making the throws. I ain't gonna say he messed one of my tickets up. I ain't gonna say here lie. I was very surprised. Adam, but Dallas, dog, Jerry Jones must have did something. It has to be a curse going on with the Cowboys, man.
I think Jerry Jones worshiped the devil. Because listen to me, man. See, this is the thing, bro. He done made a deal with somebody because the inconsistency, bro, is so inconsistent because Dallas had time like. They've been either here or here this year. There is no in between. They either been at the high the highest are the low of the lowest. And the score did not reflect the really the competitiveness of this game. The final score of the Dallas and the Cowboys game was 48-32. It wasn't nearly that close. The Packers came out and got on their ass. They kept their foot on the gas, and bro. And I agree with you, Landon. He said Jerry Jones is a curse, and as long as he's the owner, the Cowboys will not win the Super Bowl. Y'all remember that movie, Holes? You remember Holes with I can't with Shia LaBeouf, and when he was cursed, when they had the curse and he had to carry the old lady back up the hill and all. That's what happened to the Cowboys. Jerry Jones need to go carry somebody up the hill to drink from the well or something, because I don't know what it is. On paper, the Cowboys supposed to win the Super Bowl this year. They got all the defensive players they got. It's like they keep finding good cornerbacks. I don't know where they find these guys from that can cover like this, but they keep finding good corners. They got the best pass rusher, Michael Parsons. They got one of the best receivers in the league, and our boy, what's his name? It escapes me right now. Louisiana dude. Receiver, 88. Why is not coming? Lamb, CD Lamb. They got CD Lamb. They got Brandon Cooks, who has had 1,000 yards every year he's been in the league. They got a nice running back in Tony Pollard. Dak Prescott has been the best, probably been the best quarterback in football this year, if you want to really go by stats. You know what I'm saying? Like, how? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you go and let the Packers, a 9-8 football team, come into your building, bro? Come into your building, I think, and do that. Like, come on.
Man, I think what needs to happen, man, the NFL need to kind of incorporate some kind of rule where you can't have teams reach out to certain assistants that's already in the playoffs. Like Dan Quinn was contacted for a few jobs and he interviewed for them. But that's taking away your preparation with your guys, man. Now, was your mind really focusing on the Cowboys trying to beat the Packers? Or was it focused on trying to get another job? You know, I kind of looked at that too, man, because Dallas defense ain't played like that all year.
Oh, yeah, bro. It's mind-boggling, man. It's mind-boggling. But this is an every-year thing. I can't even put it on your boy, on the defensive coordinator. I can't put it on him because it's like, I've seen him do this year, though.
Right.
They lost to the Cardinals this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen them do this year, though.
Right.
Like, the losses that they did have was like blowout losses. It wasn't in competitive games. Like, okay, y'all just went out there and laid the egg, bro.
Right.
Like, what happened? And this game was mind-boggling. Like, I knew just based off the history of the Cowboys that the Packers had a chance. That's why I said I was by Pops. I actually brought my son by my dad's house to watch the game early today, and we were sitting there chilling. I said, Pops, for the game. I said, Pops, the Packers can win this game. Don't you think for a second because the Packers got a first-year quarterback. And I said they can win this game, man. But did I expect them to go out there and dominate like that? No, bro.
No, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't.
I knew the Cowboys was gonna be the Cowboys. I knew it, bro. I'm like, yo, it's hard to root for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all fan base, y'all think y'all gonna win, bro. I don't think the Cowboys can win the Super Bowl in the next 100 years, bro. I thought this was their year to do it. I truly thought this was the Cowboys' year to do it, dog. I truly did. I said, okay, this is gonna be the year. Dak playing the best football. They got the defense. I said the Cowboys gonna do it this year. I thought they was gonna do it this year, dog. I didn't want to say it publicly, but I just thought they was gonna do it, man. And this was just, but Jordan Love, dog, he looked like the old Aaron Rodgers, dog.
Man, just to go back to Jerry Jones, dog. Look, I know they say people, you know, curse and all that, dog. But I think Tom Landry got a hand on that, bro. Yeah, I remember how Jerry Jones did that, man, when he first took over. He fired him right on the spot.
Oh, yeah. I didn't, sure did. And he did Jimmy Johnson wrong, too. Remember how he did Jimmy? Jimmy had just came off the Super Bowl when he fired Jimmy.
He fired.
Who does that? Who does that?
That's what I'm saying.
Who does that? Like, it was no scandal. And I could see if he had an escort or something that he paid that, he was caught with. But Jimmy Johnson was, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do anything wrong, bro. Like, he just challenged Jerry's authority because he was the head coach. He said, no, we're not going to have you do all this and act like you the coach and stuff like that. And I kind of watched a documentary about it a while ago. But Jerry Jones is the problem.
I agree.
I don't think they will ever win until Jerry like just either steps down as the GM or his son takes over and just get a general manager, man. Like, And the thing, they draft well.
Yep.
They do well in free agency. Like they have the team to win it. It's mind-boggling. I'm not nowhere near a Cowboys fan, but if I was a Cowboys fan, I would stop going to the games, bro. Like, how? The Packers had not played that great this year. Jordan Love has. Like, Jordan Love was second in the league in touchdowns this year. But dog, and this goes into my next question. Is Dak Prescott good enough to win a Super Bowl?
Dog, let me tell you something, bro. This just me speaking. I know everybody will have their own opinion about Dak, but I don't think Dak Prescott bad, dog. I ain't lying to you, dog. This might be the first year I just sat there and really watched this dude play, bro. And I just love his mechanics, dude. He can make all the throws, and I just feel that I don't know if I don't know, man.
I think he needs to get out of Dallas. I think if he go to a smaller market team where every interview is not like on ESPN,
where would he go to that fits him?
I would like to see him.
That could be an upgrade.
I would like to see him in Atlanta. I would love to see Dak in Atlanta, bro. That should demand a trade, man, because I think he just needed. I think he needed another start. Now, I said earlier now, but before you came on, now I was kind of critical of Dak. Now this is my only thing with Dak. Dak plays very well in the regular season, but today he did play subpar. That turnover was very critical. The interception he thrown. But really, that game was over with from the start, bro. Like, I can't even put it on Dak though, because the defense didn't show up at all.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But he do kind of play down in the playoffs though. He do play down more. I read his stats from the season. He was 36 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. He threw for over 4,500 yards. I thought he could have been in the MVP conversation with Lamar Jackson, but it's just the playoffs, man. I think he's good enough to answer the question that I have here. I think he's good enough to win a Super Bowl, but I don't think he's gonna do it in Dallas, bro.
Yeah,
I think he need to get from under Jerry, bro, because I don't think Dak like that. I don't think Dak ever like being in the spotlight like that. And I think if you go to a smaller market, hell, I'll take him in New Orleans. I know I always try to bring everybody to New Orleans, but I'll take him in New Orleans. Like, bro, like, he don't really turn the ball over like that. Like, I mean, last year was pretty rough for him, but he plays sound football.
Yeah.
So it's just weird, man. I can't figure out the Cowboys. And I can't figure out Dak Prescott either. Like,
I know everybody say that, oh, this was our year, this was supposed to be our year, but legitly, this was the year, like, for them to make a run to the to the Super Bowl. And
this
again,
was the year.
Yeah, you get an early exit.
Dog, it don't make no sense, bro. I really thought this was gonna be the year, but I hope that I wish him the best going forward. I would love to see. I don't know what year he in his contract he at right now, but it seems like it's coming to an end. Seems like I remember he signed that deal some years ago.
That's another thing too. You get like, why would you? Okay, if you got rid of Dak, who would be his replacement? Who can you upgrade? Like, what type of talent you think they could give that's better than Dak Prescott?
Dog, I said the same about Sean Payton benching Russell Wilson. Who you gonna get?
Yeah.
It's the same situation. Like, Sean just benched Russell, but like, same thing with Dallas. Like, if you get rid of that, y'all gonna realize what y'all had.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
What's that backup rush? Cooper Rush. Pick Cooper Rush in that for a season. See where that gets you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think these teams take for granted for these quarterbacks that they have, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's not gonna be what they think it's gonna be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll move on, man. And like I said, we're gonna cover this game is on right now, but Jared Goff looks for revenge against the Rams, man. So far, so good. You got 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I know I said we're gonna try to get us out of here, but we always do this every week.
Oh, you good, man.
Every week I say, well, we're gonna get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But we end up being home for 3 hours. My old lady, I told my old lady, I said, I'm gonna be sharp today. She said, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? She already know, but Jared Goff right now, it's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The lines up 24-23. I might be a little behind on my iPad here, But it's looking like it's looking good for Jared Goff right now. They have the ball with 3 minutes left. If they get a couple first downs, they'll win this, man. But
Yeah.
I always thought it was kind of weird with the Rams did to Jared Goff. Man, they took him. I mean, he took him to a Super Bowl,
Right.
and they kind of just like got, it worked out for the Rams in the end. They brought Stafford in. They won the Super Bowl, but again, I think Goff could do the same. It's kind of like Brady going to the Buccaneers, and Jameis was let go. It's like, was it really that much of a difference?
Right.
So I always like the redemption story, bro. I always like to see the redemption story and see people come back, man. What you think about Jared Goff and what he's doing tonight?
Nah, he's doing good. Actually, I'm looking at it right now. Nah, he's not a bad quarterback. That's another thing
At
too,
all.
man. It's like it's the different systems that you go in, man. The different schemes, man. I think when McVay, Jared Goff had a year with McVay. Dog, look how his whole I mean, he just like a whole different quarterback, man.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hate it that he got traded to Detroit, but at the end, I was still happy for Stafford too. Because Stafford did all he could with Detroit, man. They just couldn't.
He could, man. Good guy,
They
bro.
never could get really over the hump. But with Dan Campbell come up in there, a whole culture change. You bring this young OC and Ben Johnson over there, and look what he got Detroit today.
Look what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it is looking good for him. Do the Rams have any timeouts?
They got one timeout left.
It's not looking good. I mean, all they got, one first down should seal the deal.
Yep.
One first down should put it in some they would have to do a lot, if they would have to be perfect if they go ahead and get another first down, and then they would have to get the ball back with some time. So it's looking good for Jared Goff, man. So shout out to Jared Goff, man.
No doubt.
Let's go on. I had a couple more things down here, and we're gonna talk about the games that's coming up tomorrow. We kind of touched on this. Jordan Love, elite quarterback. I in my opinion, I would say yes. From what I've seen this season, it hasn't always been perfect, but I mean, he's second in the lead in passing touchdowns, man. In the lead with Patrick Mahomes and all these guys, bro. So, what do you think about that?
I wouldn't put him with the elites just yet. He'd probably be like a tier. Me and my cousin was just texting about it. Probably like about in the upper, probably lower tier 2, tier 3 quarterback.
Oh man,
yeah, man. Because you got to look at it, man. You got Stroud, Mahomes, right. You got Lamar Jackson, you got Josh Allen, you got Burrow, then you got Goff, Stafford, Purdy, Dak Prescott. Who else you could throw in there?
Now if you're gonna put Purdy up there now,
Purdy ain't bad. Hey, Purdy,
but he's not no top quarterback in the league though. I don't know about that.
No, Purdy. I probably put Purdy in the tier 2 category.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But I don't know. But Jordan Love, he really reminded me.
Did he look today? He did. I ain't gonna say he lie.
Oh, he looked like that young Aaron Rodgers. You could tell he sat and studied Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. You can tell the similarities, the sidearm passes, the off-platform throws. It's all there, dog. It's all there. Like if he continues to get better, watch out for him, man. Let's get to them. You kind of touched on this right in your answer right there. CJ Stroud, is he the best quarterback in the NFL? Now I know we got Mahomes, and this is almost a ridiculous question. I know that, but
as of 9:58 p.m. Central Time today,
yes,
no, Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Lamar Jackson?
Yeah. I'm taking Lamar.
I don't want to argue with you on this one because of the criticism he has faced in the NFL, and how he was viewed coming in the draft, and how he was drafted so late. And all them teams should be just crying right now. But you know what's going to answer this question? What's going to prove you right or wrong is what he do in these playoffs this year.
Oh, absolutely. No, I agree.
Because he's had an MVP type season, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And what's going to prove you right or wrong is what he do in the next round of play. Because they had a bye, right? They don't play. Yeah. So that's what's going to prove you right or wrong. I'm still going to go Patrick Mahomes number one. Because I think Patrick Mahomes might still win this thing. I'm not going to rule out Patrick Mahomes like LeBron James to me. It's like I I ruled him out so many times to where it's like I can't do it no more.
You
You know
ruled LeBron James, the greatest basketball player.
Bro, I ain't gonna like. The reason why I say that is because when they went up against Golden State and Golden State, when Durant got hurt and everything like that, it's like it's no chance they're gonna win. But LeBron turned into Superman, turned to a Super Saiyan, bro. It's like he powered up or something, man, and he scored like 40 points every game. It's like, why did you doubt this dude in the first place? You know what I'm saying? They got that same stuff with them. It's like you can't do it. You just cannot. Like it's the same thing with Tom Brady. Like I did that to Tom Brady a lot of times, and I was wrong a lot of the times just because I didn't like Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna go against Mahomes. Like, okay, if I had to rank off of what I've seen this year and previous resumes and what I see as an eye test, like what intangible this guy has, bro. I'm gonna keep Mahomes at number 1. I'm gonna put Burrow 2. I'm gonna put Lamar 3, and right now I'm going CJ Stroud number 4, and everybody else comes after that. Based off what I've seen this year and previous records, previous resumes, that's what I'm gonna put. Because Burrow didn't play this year. If Burrow played this year, I'm not so sure we're not talking about the Bengals winning the championship this year. Had Burrow not played, had he not got hurt, bro, because this might be the most wide open year in the NFL in a long time.
Detroit Lions, first playoff win since 1991.
I wasn't even born.
Shout out to the boys.
I'm 31 years old, bro. I was born in 1992, bro.
I was 4 years old last time they won a playoff.
They taking the knee, man. Ain't that is crazy. But you might be a little more ahead of me. But man, that is wild. So Jared Goff got that revenge, man. I'm so happy for that dude, bro.
Ain't no doubt.
The way they did that, man. Shout out to Jared Goff, man. Big ups to Jared Goff, man. But let's get out of here. And one more thing I had to some news that broke this week. LSU hires former Tiger Bo Davis as D-line coach. Did you see the money they gave him?
Huge.
Man, listen to me.
Huge.
Man. Coach, I understand. I understand. Look, I understand you the OT at Live Oak and everything, man. But my God, bro. Listen to me. If you can get on one of those styles over there, shoot, man. Good God. $1 million for a defensive line coach, man. Now, I don't know much about Bo Davis. He was kind of before my time when he played at LSU.
He legit. So I didn't work. I went to the O-line and D-line camp, the best camp in America that they have for offensive and defensive linemen at Nickel State. And they bring college coaches in. And so my first year, I think I kind of walked around and just see how it was. And Bo Davis was there. I would not want to play under that man, dog. He bring it out you. Like he ain't cutting you no slack or anything. Like he's legit. So I don't mind, LSU spending that money. They do what you got to do, man. Try to get back on top.
They spending that money, and let me tell you something. And I think they're gonna hire Corey Raymond as DB coach. Everybody's kind of nudging towards that, or at least implying that they will, and it makes a whole lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But look, the money that they spending, Brian Kelly better get it together.
This
is his prove it year, dog. This is his prove it year.
Yep.
This is his prove it year, man. And I saw we got another transfer wide receiver too out of Liberty. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, I saw that.
I can't call it the dude's name right now, but this is his prove it year. $1 million, $1.5 million too. It's like $1 million, $1.5 million. I don't think I ever seen a. Now you'll see a defensive coordinator, maybe an offensive coordinator make that type of money.
There's a few of them making that, yeah.
I think. What's his name? That they just fired. Matt House is making like $2.5 a year,
something like
so
that.
Usually you see that from a DC or OC making that type, bro. It's some money in college football.
Oh, ain't no doubt,
man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a lot of money but we're gonna see the writings on the wall. But let's get into these games tomorrow. We're gonna get out of here, man. I just want to get your thoughts and what you think about that, because I'm gonna try to get this ESPN bet app up and running. So I want your take on this. Steelers Bills, who you got, man? Steelers Bills, who you got and why?
Man, that's tough. It depends on the weather. I know they moved the game.
They moved it?
You
To
know, it's
where?
supposed to be. You know, it's supposed to be played today,
Right.
but they
Well,
moved it because of the weather. But I don't think it's not supposed to be no better tomorrow.
man. Okay,
So
story.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Story. Okay, so I'm a truck driver. I said
Yeah.
that everybody knows that. Listen to me. I've been in that upstate New York area many times. Matter of fact, just as early as maybe like earlier last, like in December, maybe. Bro, listen to me, bro. One time, this is probably about 3 or 4 years ago. When I first got I bought my first truck. I was up there, man. Cause this is no lie. I dropped the load off. It was raining cats and dogs. I ain't gonna lie. It was like cold, like real cold, and it was raining. I said, okay, bad weather, cold day. So I went to a truck stop, took a nap. I took a truck stop. I went to a truck stop, like a mom and pop's little small truck stop, took a nap. It was raining when matter of fact, it had stopped raining. It was clear as day when I went to sleep. I woke up. I opened my, we got like curtains in the truck that that closes us in that nobody can see in the truck. I opened that curtain, cuz I seen nothing but white snow. I looked around like, how the hell? like, and I might have slept for like an hour or two. I'm not even lying. I might have slept for a good hour or two. I woke up. This was when COVID first took off. I looked out there. I said, I could not believe it. I woke up and had a snow plow, or they had some guys plowing the parking lot. I said, what the hell? I said, I went to sleep and woke up. And this what happened. He said, you're not from around here. I said, hell nah. I said, I'm from Louisiana. I said, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life.
Right.
Man, it gets real up there. Like it was snow, bro. The snow will come out of nowhere. And when it snows, it snows. That's why they can't pay me enough to take a load up there around this time of year. Dog,
Yeah.
it's cold, it's wind, bro, it's horrible. I don't know why people would stay up there, bro. I'm just being honest with you, dog. The weather will flip just like that.
Yeah.
I don't witnessed it firsthand. And for them to still be trying to play a game, I think a year or two ago, they moved the game from like Buffalo to Detroit. Do you remember that? They need to, first of all, there's no reason why they shouldn't have a dome. There's no reason. If any team had to have a dome, it's the Buffalo Bills. They need to stop that, man. Dog, they trying to pay people 20, huh?
Oh, I was looking at the news. I thought they said they canceled the game again, but they didn't.
But yeah, the mayor said, I think the governor said that they wasn't gonna postpone the game no more. They should have just moved it to Detroit again, honestly. Like, I don't even know the issue, man. What's the issue, bro? Like, all them teams out there should have a dome, man. There's no reason for that. Come on, man. And then I saw they trying to pay people $20 an hour. They trying to get all people. Did you see the picture of the stadium?
I did.
Dog, that's like probably like 6 foot of snow in that stadium.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Take Pittsburgh in the points.
You think so?
I'm gonna take Pittsburgh in the points, not the money line. I can tell you what it is right now. Hold on, cuz. I can tell you what it is right now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be ready for this. They come at 3:30 tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to be somewhere. Me and old lady might go to a bar or something and get something to eat and watch this game down in the city.
Oh yeah, man. They got They said plus 10. The spread they got the 10. I'll take the Steelers at the plus 10. I don't think it's gonna be.
That means that they're gonna score 10 points.
So the spread they could lose.
Oh, because the spread. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, lose it by 10. So you think? Well, I don't know. It depends on that weather, because bro, if it get bad enough, it might be a 3-6 game.
And everybody thought, because y'all look at it too, everybody thought the Cowboys was 7.5 point favorite. They thought they was gonna blow them out.
Man, I'm telling you, everything in me. I'm telling you, if I could have got that ESPN after work today, I would have made some money, dog.
Yeah,
I knew it. Someone was telling me. I'm telling you, ask Pops when you see him. I was telling him. I said, man, you think the Cowboys about to just come in here and win this game, ain't you? I said, dog, the Cowboys can lose this game easily. And they did. It's okay. Eagles, Buccaneers, man. What you think about that game?
Bro, there's so much stuff going on with Philadelphia right now, man.
It's Hurts out.
They say he doubtful, but AJ Brown out.
Oh well. And I ain't gonna lie, if Baker start rolling, like he can roll, you know what I'm saying? If he can be that Baker Mayfield that look like a starting quarterback, Pro Bowl quarterback, that he can look like sometime. Hey, bro, I like the Buccaneers' chance.
Let me see where that game at. Oh, that game in Tampa Bay.
Really? How did they get it? Oh, they won a division. That's why. That's how they.
Hey, look, Ooh, that's
Who's the
tough.
backup? Who's the Eagles' backup quarterback? Do you know?
Marcus Mariota.
All right, this is gonna be a toss up for me though. If Hurts don't play, that's a toss up. Because
That's
Mariota
tough.
not terrible.
No, no, he's not. I will probably, if I had to bet on it, I'd probably take the Buccaneers and the points and tease it back a little bit. Because I think, the Tampa Bay got really good defense too.
Yeah, they do. So I don't know, man. But I don't trust Baker Mayfield either. Like like I said, I don't know, bro. It's
No,
like
Mayfield, nice dog.
he is, man, but he just can't put together he don't have consistency, man. If he had the consistency, like we all know what he did in Cleveland his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was gonna be the next great quarterback after that year. But then it kind of like, his ego kind of get the best of him at times. His cockiness. I like it, but it's just like you gotta back it up, man. Or I just don't trust Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
But the Eagles defense not great. If AJ Brown is out and Hurts is out, it'd be hard not to pick the Buccaneers in the money in the money line, dog.
Yeah,
It'll be hard not to.
I'm for sure. I know AJ Brown out. Like I remember getting that alert. Let me see.
But they still got Smitty. They still got Smitty though. But the Buccaneers got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, bro.
They said Smitty, he missed the Giants game due to an ankle injury, but he's been a participant this week. See, Jalen Hurts. Let's see. So everyone's going to be fighting through things. He's fighting through a finger injury, but he had a good practice on Friday, and he got a dislocated finger, so he probably go play.
Oh, if he practice Friday, he gonna play. That's kind of like the rule of thumb in the NFL, man. Yeah, I think Hurts play. So I don't know if Hurts plays. I kind of like the Eagles. It's not gonna be pretty though. I wouldn't take the over in that game because the Buccaneers can go out there and lay an egg, dog. Like they done did. Like you saw what they did last week against the Panthers. Who was they played? The Panthers. You saw what they did. I know it was bad weather out there, but you saw what they did against the Panthers, dog.
And what they did a couple weeks to how they lost to Arizona.
Yeah,
Arizona beat them out the blue.
Yeah, it just I don't know. I don't trust Baker, man. I don't trust the Buccaneers, dog. So I don't know. If now you say Hurts playing, I change that. I'll take the under. I'll take the under because AJ Brown not playing. I'll take the under on that one. But if I had somebody, if I had to pick, just straight out pick who gonna win the game, I'm gonna say the Eagles. But just simple fact, if Hurts play, that'll be enough, I think, to beat the Buccaneers. I mean, Derek Carr beat the Buccaneers, so
yeah,
there you go. You know what I'm saying? The Saints beat the Buccaneers, so there you go. But man, we're gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna give you the last word though, man. Like I said, bro, congratulations, man, to our dog, Coach Maryland, offensive coordinator, new offensive coordinator at Live Oak under Coach Leggett, man. We wish him the best of success going forward, man. We gonna give him the closing words, man. Just give the people, what they at Live Oak and the kids at Live Oak. What can they look forward to from Coach Maryland being offensive coordinator at Live Oak?
Man, I just just expect great things. All I ask anybody that's listening, that's affiliated with Live Oak, man, just be patient with me. Rome wasn't built in one day. I gotta get the offensive staff on the same page with me, and make sure we speaking the same language and terminology with the kids as well. And for the kids, man, it's gonna be fun. A few things, few wrinkles will be in there, and I'm just excited about this opportunity, man. Like I said, I'm at the highest classification in high school football in Louisiana, so I'm just happy to be there, man. Try to get out there, spread my wings, and hopefully we can produce, for the city of Watson, and for the parents, man. All we ask, just be supportive of your kids in a positive way. I think that's gonna be really big because from what I've seen so far, man, we have the support from the administration, which is a good thing. You really need the support from the administration, man, but you still got to win at the same time too. So I'm excited, very thankful for Coach Leggett for giving me the opportunity, man. He's a good dude, man, really, really good dude. So I'm excited to work with him again, and hopefully we could turn some heads this year, man.
Hey man, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing you dial them plays up at that live vote, man. Like, it's gonna be something special to watch, man. I definitely will be out there for that jamboree when y'all take on my Hammer High Tornadoes, man. Best of luck to both sides, but you know me pulling for you, man. You
Appreciate
already
that.
know that. You already know that, man. Look, appreciate you for joining us another week, man. We're gonna keep doing this thing, man, till
Oh yeah,
ESPN give us
absolutely.
a deal, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Till they give us a deal, man. We're gonna
Yeah,
keep doing
man.
this thing. Hey man, take care, man. Enjoy your week, cuz.
All right, cuz. Appreciate you.
Already, man. Hey, we appreciate Coach Maryland for joining us each and every week, man. New offensive coordinator at Live Oak High School, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Shout out to everybody that tuned into this live, man. This is one of our more successful lives, probably the best and the most viewed live, man. Y'all keep supporting us, man. We're gonna keep getting better. Also, I'm gonna start putting out more content out there. Y'all bear with me, please. Right now I'm in the thick of things right now with my business. I am a truck driver, so man, I do this weekly every Sunday at 7 p.m. every Sunday. This is North of the Lake Weekly Sports Talk live with your boy Money Mun. This was episode 17. We've been doing this for 4 months now, man. So continue to support us. All the information is at the bottom on YouTube, NOTL Mun, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, X, and now on Instagram. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Instagram. Let me just slide over to Instagram and see if we still got some views. Oh, shout out to Instagram, man. We got some support on Instagram right now. Shout out to my boy Bam. Shout out to the Jermaine Davis, Southeastern commit. Shout out to Leon. Leon, bro. Hey, bro. You said you gonna come holler at me, Leon. What happened, Leon? Come holler at your boy, man. We can go through them highlights and everything, man. I wish y'all all the best of success. All my athletes out there, man. I know a lot of y'all are on Instagram, man. Shout out to Coach Fleet and the Yame Fitness. I ain't been out there in a while, y'all, but I have been working. So I miss y'all boys, man. I miss all our athletes out here in Tangipahoa Parish, man, and in the surrounding areas. Shout out to Coach Fleet. I know he working hard to get that gym operational for y'all, man. So hopefully we'll be back in there soon. Hopefully I'll be back soon. I'm working on a plan to get home, y'all. But shout out to everybody that watches this live, man. Like I said, thank y'all for y'all continued support. This your boy Money Mun, man. We signing out. Thank y'all, man. Y'all have a good rest of your week. Monday is a work day. Y'all make sure y'all get it each and every day. Take Monday seriously. Get your week started right, man. Shout out to the great Dr. Martin Luther King. Tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day. Shout out to Dr. Martin Luther King, everything he stood for our people. Every day, he's always appreciated, man. We all know the barriers that he broke. So shout out to Dr. Martin Luther King. But till Monday is a work day. Start your week all right, man. I'm signing out. I thank y'all for y'all continued support, man. Hit us up on YouTube. That's NOTL Mun on YouTube. Like I said, every Sunday, weekly sports talk live with your boy Money Mun, man. Y'all have a good one, baby.